the man currently eating a bagel at his desk.
All right, we just started the stream with eating a bagel at his desk. That's how we like
great.
to do it.
That's how I start every stream.
Oh yeah.
Hands covered in peanut butter.
We're not showing up as live to me.
Give it a second. The delay.
Refreshing.
We should show
There we
up.
go.
There we are.
That's my favorite stream to catch live.
Oh, I think I color corrected you because you were dark last stream.
Yeah.
And now you're like,
now you're.
I'm glad you didn't.
Now RJ is
I'm glad
Jesus.
you didn't catch that until just now.
oh yeah, baby. Okay, you still look a little bright. Maybe I'll color correct you down.
No.
I'm never satisfied.
Turn my light off.
Wait, yeah, try that.
No, I kind of.
No, wait.
No, I like holy RJ.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Angelic RJ.
I'll just see how we feel
Heard
about
whole wheat RJ for a second.
What?
When he said holy RJ, I heard whole wheat RJ.
I mean, whole wheat's pretty. What's the opposite of sinful?
Pious.
I guess.
pious.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whole wheat can be pious. Why not?
Virtuous.
Oh yeah, virtuous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like good for you. Good for your soul.
Good for your butthole.
And your heart. Mostly your heart, I think. I'm not a nutritionist.
Okay.
Anyway, this is episode 14.
Yeah. This is episode 14. How was everyone's week? We actually got two weeks in a row here on the pod, which is
I mean, that's the plan. We never like miss episodes.
It's better than you and I have been doing for game streaming.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's less fun.
It is less fun.
Not to say that it isn't fun. It's just the podcast is very fun.
Yeah.
And
we've missed
Divinity.
it's
just a long game.
Yeah.
I think we've missed the last 3 sessions.
By the time you get to the end of
our
Divinity,
gaming stream.
by the time you get to the end of Divinity, it feels like a chore. It no longer feels like a game.
I hate that. Not specifically with. I hate it when that happens to me with games. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm so close. That's what happened to me right now. Actually, I have like one more DLC to finish with, Shadow of Mordor, and I'm like, what if I didn't play it though?
Yeah.
It would literally take me like an hour and a half. I'm like, no, let's play literally anything else.
Yeah.
I fucking it's like we got to the like that end point and didn't have all the fucking and didn't have whatever we needed to get past the door.
Oh yeah, activated
like,
the fucking bloodstones, which it never fucking tells you. So you have to look it up in the wiki, and then it's like, oh, that's why it's not letting us through, even though we're level fucking 21.
It was immediate. Once that hit, it was a chore. Like, I was having fun, and then we hit that point, and then I was like,
"Oh fuck this!"
like I still had fun with some of the combat and stuff, but it was like, "Oh my god, just let me play."
Yeah. Oh my god.
Let me out.
Yeah.
Free me. Oh man.
It's probably
respect
why
to you guys
I
for getting that far with it.
Yeah.
I could never play one of those like point and click adventure games like The Secret of Monkey Island, because I would just be like, I don't fucking know. I don't get it. What's going on? Fucking let me progress.
Yeah.
I used to love those.
I don't have the patience to like think of like fucking mixing some 2 different kinds of drink and then like eating a fucking, I don't know, like fucking piece of gum to get an extra thick loogie to spit the furthest in a spitting competition or whatever the fuck you actually managed to spit the furthest in that spitting competition.
Yeah.
Like, no way I'm ever coming up with that shit.
Yeah.
I would absolutely lose patience before
Was that actually a thing from that game? Because
it's something similar like that.
I was gonna say there's no way you made that up on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way you would have thought of it in game, which I guess is where the complaint comes from.
Yeah.
I kind of got that too. I'm like, I remember this like series of like Flash game. They're all titled like something similar. It was like number like the boiler room or something, or like the laboratory. It was like some edgy sounding like I don't know, Escape Gear, I forget, but it was on one of those like Flash game sites,
Yeah.
and those were a lot of fun. But I definitely got to points, and it's just like, especially when there's like multiple like, because people were just like publishing whatever they wanted on the website,
Mhm.
and they're not all like the same like UI, they're not all intuitive. You like some people are like, oh yeah, you can combine items in this one, but you can't in this one, and then it just like doesn't really give you an overview of like even how to do that, or that's a feature in the game. And it's like, oh, you got to click in this order, blah 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 blah, and it's like, okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
old like especially old games fucking pulled no punches. They were just like, here's the fucking game. I don't know, figure it out, dickhead.
Yeah.
I mean, they were providing it for free as a Flash game, so I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't really complain. But it's like, how did you expect people to get it?
Yeah. I should have peed before the podcast. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it so it's not like a distraction later. You just
Yeah.
continue to riff. Ryobii, real
Yeah,
quick.
you definitely that's something I've found. When you gotta pee, you gotta go pee. Like don't fucking like hold it in or anything because it's so fucking distracting. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's all you can think about.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why like if I'm playing like if George and I are playing like Rocket League, it's like, okay, do not search the next match. I need to pee, even if it's just like a little bit, because I will play like a full like division level worse if I need to pee.
It's like I will throw purely to get out of this game faster.
It's not even throwing. It's just like I can't focus. My entire brain power is focused on not wetting myself.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm back. I apologize.
Oh damn it! I was gonna talk about George. Okay, never mind.
Haha, dummies.
This is really funny having the screen so far removed from the audio I'm hearing. Since George was like, "All right, I have to pee," and then I continue to watch him like not get up for another 3 minutes, and then
Well, that's.
and then he's like, "All right, I'm back," as his like chair is completely empty.
I mean, that's what I was going to bring up. When he's like, "All right, I gotta pee," and I'm like, "Okay." And then in the preview, I'm seeing like him like bend over. I'm like, is he getting a bottle from under his desk to pee?
Yeah.
God.
Oh. So I do have some corrections this week.
Oh yeah, that's the thing we do.
Sometimes.
So I got 3, but they're quick, so I'll just rattle them off. 2 are for me. First I said for El Chupacabra, I said I didn't know either of those words when it was goat sucker, but I do know suck.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah, you know suck.
because Chupa Mi Pito is
Chupa mi pito,
suck my
yeah,
dick.
yeah.
Wait,
So-
you said that? You said that on the podcast, right?
No, I didn't. I said I didn't know what chupa
You
is.
must have told me.
you say it a lot.
I remember you telling me that then.
You
Maybe
say
we
the
didn't talk about
word
it on the
yeah,
podcast.
so I don't know why-
a lot.
I'm surprised no one else corrected me when I was like rewatching the podcast, but
Yeah, no. I like you. I completely. It like. I don't think I made the connection.
yeah,
I
same
just,
here.
I just never made the connection.
I didn't until you said the full phrase.
Yeah. You started. Oh, you were like, I was actually wrong. I actually have, and I was immediately like, oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. And the second one, I said, I couldn't think of the Flash games that I played that had a Hydra in it. And I said like Dragon Quest is the one where you can't move, but I actually combined both of the games into one game name. Adventure Quest is the one where you don't actually move in like an open world. And Dragon Fable was the one where you did, but they were both made by this company Artix, and they used to be Flash games, but Adobe Flash like shut down a little while ago, I think. So now they have like their own launcher. But
Rip Flash games.
yeah,
I miss Flash games for real.
but yeah, Dragon Fable is the one that I played.
They're still out there.
Where you fought like a Hydra that comes through this bridge. It's like literally like when you're like level 2 or level 3.
Wait, am I making that up? I mean, a lot of games like didn't get updated because like they were made in like years ago, and it would take somebody to like go convert it or whatever. But
Yeah.
you can change Flash games to make them playable now, right? Or am
Yeah,
I making
I
that
mean,
up?
that's what this company did. I'm pretty sure they have their own game launcher now. I mean, I didn't try playing any of them, but like
You
Artix,
would
I
have
think
to
was their
go.
name.
You would have to go and like rework the game so that it
Okay.
Yeah. You'd
I have no
to
idea how
rework it for
complicated
sure.
so that it runs off of a different program
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck.
a different engine or whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But and then RJ, I brought this up before that it's the pettiest correction we've done yet. But as part of my ongoing revenge for the Jeopardy last episode, I'm on a crusade of sorts. And he said he recklessly and foolishly said that I had guessed Sphinx 4 or 5 times, and then after that quote said that I guessed it for everything. When I brought it up one time during the mummy question, which was RJ's question, so I didn't guess anything at all. But I said that I might not have got mummy because I did think of Sphinx first, but then I did also come to the conclusion of mummy, and that's why Sphinx came up first. And then the second one, like, I didn't know like vampire because it was sort of like obscure, like can't cross running water clue. And so I said water frog boy, but Ryobii insisted that I say a real monster that I know, so I just said Sphinx because it was the first one that came to mind. So I only guessed it once as a joke, and apparently I guessed it
you said
4
it
or
twice
5 times.
instead of you said it twice, not 4 or 5 times.
No, he said I guessed it 4 or 5 times. I guessed it once.
Okay. But you said the word Sphinx twice.
Yeah, I
You
talked
brought
about
it up. You brought it up twice.
Yeah, I did bring it up
was-
twice.
yeah.
Yes.
RJ, you're an idiot. Can't you count?
You're an absolute
Unbelievable.
fool. I mean, that's
Clown.
25%, maybe even 20%.
I'm actually gonna fucking call out RJ, the cool guy. I believe it's recently come to light that he exaggerated. I have none of that.
He spoke in
My
hyperbole
podcast.
on a comedy podcast.
So I sentence you
How dare he?
I sentence you to a baker's dozen whippings, RJ. Floggings, as it were. But yeah,
Like
that's
with a
all I had
baguette?
for corrections. Oh, also, and I wanted to bring up that I will be making fun of anyone who gets anything wrong on my quiz.
Oh yeah, we gave him full reign to rip us a new one for getting anything wrong.
Oh yeah.
Because if we didn't
Because he
mention
needs
George,
to feel better about himself.
he does. He really needs this.
Because I've been getting slammed at Jeopardy.
Yeah. Do we say that? Okay, yeah, we're doing 2 Jeopardies this game. One of which George will be running, and that will be the first one. And I'll be running the second one. George will have his
and
revenge.
I didn't make one because I
way or the
suck.
other.
And also because that would be
Yeah, it'd be too much time.
that would be way too much Jeopardy.
Yeah, we don't want a
RJ has like
4-hour
actual
podcast.
responsibilities.
So any more not responsibilities? Corrections, or do we want to move on to recommendations?
I didn't. Yeah, I had just had my my vocab word.
RJ, any corrections, or are we moving on to Rex?
I really want to come up with an equally petty correction against you, but I can't.
Oh. That's because
So-
I'm infallible. I've never made a mistake, I don't think. I can't remember
I
for
just
sure.
don't think I'm petty enough.
Well, I'll get petty.
It takes a certain amount of.
I'm the pettiest
commitment to be
person
petty.
you know, RJ.
I mean, no.
And I get it from you. No, that's not true. Okay.
What?
I don't know. So, song
Alright.
Rex. My song, I went with since we sort of themed this episode with the leftover stuff that wasn't Halloweeny for the Halloween episode, so it sort of became a fall themed. So
Yeah.
I picked
It's still fall.
Oh, I should have done a fall vocab word. Fuck.
It's not winter yet.
Yeah. So I picked like a fall based aesthetic for my song, and I picked The Woods by Hollow Coves, the acoustic version.
Post a
Specifically.
link.
I already
shit.
like the I like
will
the
share it.
title because I like the woods. I just like the woods a lot.
Woods are cool.
Yeah. It's a very
Except when you're playing disc golf and there's a crap ton of mosquitoes, then I'm
Yeah.
not really into it.
Yeah. The woods are cool except when they're like 97% mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And then they're less, and you didn't bring any bug spray.
Yeah. Oh, were
And
you
they're a lot
there for
less
the disc
cool.
golf? Because I know.
Yeah, we were all there for
we were all there for the disc golf.
the disc golf.
After
Yeah.
my wedding, we went disc golfing in the woods, and it was the craziest
I
amount of
wasn't.
mosquitoes I've ever seen. Like, we literally all had a cloud of mosquitoes following us, like, around our heads. Like, it was
Yeah.
that intense. Like, we all had a bunch of groupies, but they were mosquitoes. Just fucking
It was
following us.
like I've been to multiple like Boy Scout summer camps, and I've never seen more mosquitoes.
Yeah, it was insane. That was wild. I think all the soccer people scared him away from there and just sent him our direction.
Drove them into the woods.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
other thing too. It wasn't even like, granted,
like-
they weren't like in the trees, but there's a crap ton of people there. So like,
Yeah.
what? Why did they only hated intruders?
They
I
stick
guess.
to the woods.
Yeah,
They're defending their home.
It was like you'd walk into like a mildly open space and they'd disappear.
Yeah, they
I
only
mean,
wanted to be in the
legit
forest.
vampires. They were afraid of the sun.
Yeah, the sun was too much. So Ryobii, what's your vocab?
Oh,
Sorry,
I just took a bite of bagel.
yeah.
How dare
RJ,
you?
what's your?
No, wait, I
fact?
got it. It's in the chat.
Okay.
Well, yesterday we were talking about
God damn it.
how Las Vegas
Ooh, Mount Fuji.
is like a huge portion
yeah,
of
yeah.
Nevada's total population.
That's a good
it-
fact.
I did the math. It's like 71%. There's 2 million people who live in the Las Vegas metro area,
Uh-huh.
and of the 2.8 million people who live in Nevada entirely.
Wow.
But surprisingly, that is not the state most dominated by a single city.
Oh well, that doesn't surprise me. I bet it's some. Wait, I wonder if it's like a really tiny state or a state that's like so desolate.
I would imagine it's Hawaii.
Alaska, maybe, or Montana. Those are my two guesses.
Give me a guess from
Alaska and Montana.
And
are my
I
two
haven't. I
guesses.
didn't go through all 50 states, so I can't be entirely certain. And
Ah,
also, New York is weird, so I don't know about New York. Ryobii, do you want to venture a guess?
I said Hawaii.
Okay.
I said
Honolulu's a
Montana
crap
and
ton of
Alaska.
people.
It's Illinois.
Oh, that makes sense. No, that makes a lot
What's
of
in
sense.
Illinois?
Almost three
The Windy
quarters of
City.
Illinoisans are also Chicagoans.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's
or
the third most
or
populous,
live in
right?
the Chicago metropolitan area.
It's third behind LA and New York, isn't it? In terms
Yeah,
of total
I think
population.
so.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
There's roughly 8.5-ish million people in Chicago, and like 12.67 million people in Illinois entirely.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then New York. The reason New York is weird, and I'd like to bring this up
You're
too.
changing up a
is-
little on our screen, Ryobii. Oh, okay, it's better.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to. I just realized there's an OBS update, and I'm like, I didn't double check my mic settings when I changed it. So
Oh shit.
I hope I
didn't
sound
even
normal.
It looks like we're all good on OBS. So
Okay.
New York's metropolitan area crosses state boundaries, so I can't actually compare the New York metropolitan area to New York State in terms of proportion.
mhm.
But just within city limits,
Mhm.
there's like 8.9 or 8 point something million people in just New York City limits,
Damn.
which is insane. And there's like 19 million people total in New York State. So that's like almost half of New York State lives
I didn't-
within just the city limits of
Like
New York City.
going
which
to
is
New York, that
wild
like
fuck.
that whole like concrete jungle thing. Like I'd been to Chicago and sort of felt it there, but like I didn't really fully get the concrete jungle thing until I went to Manhattan. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's literally like
It's different than
feels
every
like-
other city I've been to.
yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like a whole different. It feels like Star Wars planets. Like you literally went to Coruscant or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they base it off something.
Yeah.
And then another thing, Boston is almost as large a portion is roughly as large of a portion of Massachusetts as Las Vegas is of Nevada
I'm
in
surprised.
terms of
Did you check any
population.
of like the really small ones like Delaware and Connecticut? Because I feel like they would just
I
have to
checked.
be.
I checked.
Or is it just like there's no
I
big
checked.
cities at all?
The major cities of those states aren't that major.
I see.
Yeah.
I
I would-
Okay.
I would be inclined to think
I
no.
checked Rhode Island
Like
just because it's
Providence,
the
yeah.
smallest state,
Yeah.
and Providence is only about a tenth of Rhode Island's total population.
Yeah,
Damn,
Providence is pretty tame.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
there just aren't any like
That makes sense.
big
Big
cities
major
in those
hubs.
areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
And
Mount. So tell us.
Washington
Oh,
D.C. Washington D.C. might be really huge if it was
in
might be a
state.
really huge portion
But
of
it's its own thing.
a state's
Yeah.
population, but it's its own thing.
All right, Ryobii, tell us
Special.
about this mountain. That way we can
Yeah.
get on to some
So
of our quizzes.
my word is Yama, which is, as you can see, mountain.
Mm.
And if you wanted to say Mount Fuji, you would say
Whoa.
Fuji-san.
That's the
so
same
it actually
character.
changes.
That's the same character
Would
in
you say
Mandarin.
it's snowing on Mount Fuji?
It
I don't know.
is literally just that first character mountain, because that's the character for mountain. That first character is. It looks like. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't taken Mandarin since I was like in 9th grade or something, but like I'm pretty sure that's the exact character for mountain in Mandarin as well. Shu.
They. I think I don't know if I'm not going to go and say all kanji, but most kanji were taken from China or taken from Mandarin's alphabet.
Yeah.
So
It's at least,
that makes sense.
it's at least descended from.
yeah, they might have
Yeah,
altered
Chinese
that. They might have
alphabet.
altered them, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they've
most of
definitely.
them
Oh,
are.
it's the
they've
same as the
definitely
last one. I
altered-
see.
They've definitely altered them to a degree.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It would not be surprising to find a couple of.
Because I remember,
like,
I always
extremely
remembered
similar
Shu being mountain because I just committed to memory that mountain is Raphael's blade, like the top of
Yeah.
it.
It's the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Whatever works, man.
yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, you said it's in Mandarin. It's Shu.
Shu. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So a lot of I guess not all of these, but a lot of kanji they have multiple readings for like the same one, and it's called kunyomi and onyomi,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically use them in different circumstances, but one is like the quote unquote Japanese reading and one is the Chinese reading.
Mm.
The onyomi is the Chinese reading and the kunyomi is Japanese. So Shun is not one of the ones that's listed for this.
Sorry,
so
no
I
N,
think
just SHU. Shu.
Shu. Okay, yeah, sorry. Shu was not one of the ones that was listed. So I believe
Interesting.
Yama was the
Maybe I'm misremembering it. I could be. I mean, it's been so long.
yeah. So Yama was the is the Japanese reading, and then the onyomi was Sorry, you said it was Shu. Yeah, it's san for onyomi.
Interesting.
So even though when it's on its own, you'd say Yama, but when it's combined with these ones, you would say Fuji-san, which is kind of funny because san is also like the honorific you add as like Mr. or Mrs. So it's like Fuji-san is like if you said Fuji-san, it'd be like Mr. Fuji, but also Mount Fuji.
From someone who watches
You'd write it differently, but it sounds
who
the same.
watches anime, it sounds like they're being
Oh no, it is Sean.
almost like weirdly close with Mount Fuji.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is Sean, not Shu. I don't know why I remembered it as Shu. I guess memory is fickle and not a perfect instrument.
And I don't know how they got from whatchamacallit, san to Shan is closer to san, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Also, speaking of Raphael and his weapons are stupid.
Yeah, I hate.
I don't really
Raphael.
make sense to me.
He's
They're
my
like
least
large.
favorite.
Raphael sucks.
He never stabs anybody with them.
Yeah, April always like fights me on this. I'm like, Raphael's the worst. It goes in order.
Oh, just his weapon.
It goes. No, I don't like his personality either. Like weapon or personality. For me, for the TM, I didn't like read
He's
much
a
or watch
go-getter. I
much,
like
but
him.
just from the little I do know from it, it goes Michelangelo, then Donatello, then Leonardo, then Raphael. And with that being said, do we want to get into some Jeopardy?
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, how long
Yeah,
have we
let's
been
get into
going?
Jeopardy. Let's get into Jeopardy.
All right,
Yeah.
who wants to go first? Actually, I'm thinking of a number 1 to 10. Both of you give me a number, but at the same
10.
time in chat. No, at the same time in
10.
chat. At the same
10.
time in chat.
I'm gonna pick. I've already picked 10.
Fine.
RJ can't pick
RJ,
10.
you can't pick 10, but you can just pick 9 and then automatically win. That's so dumb of you.
What? Not necessarily.
What?
What if it's 10?
Well, I guess that's true. It was 7. So
9.
RJ wins.
Well, you could have wrapped around, but he was closer anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. RJ, categories are Harry Potter, Animal Kingdom, baking, England, and sitcoms. If you haven't seen Our Jeopardy before, sorry, RJ. We do not do a buzzer. We just take turns, and then if someone gets a question wrong, the opponent has a chance to steal.
Mr. Jeopardy, sir.
Yeah.
I have a question.
England for 300.
Go ahead. But...
Wait, no, I have a question before we start. Who the fuck is Ryan?
Don't let him ask his question.
Oh shit! No, I'm such a piece of shit.
I don't know who that is. I would like my team name changed.
No, okay. England for 300. I'm so nervous. There's like typos or just like bad facts in here, but here we are. We're here. Liz Truss recently made history as the shortest serving prime minister in England's history. How long did she serve?
Oh fuck.
How close does he have to be?
It's one of two.
I'm gonna give. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna play judge if he's like pretty close.
44 or 45 days.
That is exactly right. 45/44 days.
Damn.
300 points for RJ.
I've seen a lot of memes calling her out.
That makes sense.
How recently did she serve?
Like this,
just
now.
quit.
She just quit. Like a couple weeks ago. Very current. Yeah, she was going to like cut a bunch of taxes during high inflation, and then like her own party was like revolting against her because it's such a dumb idea.
Her party's like, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
So yeah, she was basically out in a month.
Nice.
All right. Ryobii.
All right, RJ, we had a gentleman's agreement that we're going to leave Harry Potter for last, so I'm going to say
for some reason, I don't know why.
Sitcoms for 300.
Oh, bad choice.
Now neither of us will get any points.
Sergeant Jeffords commonly eats his favorite snack in the 99th precinct. What is this snack?
What show is this?
This is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I wasn't even necessarily going to give him that, but he gave it to you.
Can you give it to me one more time?
Sergeant Jeffords commonly eats his favorite snack in the 99th precinct. What is the snack?
I want to say it's like some like brand name snack food, like Twinkies or something, but I bet it's not Twinkies. I bet it's something.
Also, if you wanted to rephrase this more like a Jeopardy question,
I don't care.
No, fuck it.
I don't care.
I don't phrase mine as Jeopardy questions either. I don't think.
That's fair.
I think I say like name the blank, and then I don't have a question mark. But it's just like name this. I demand it of you. I have no idea who this character is. What act? Will you give me the actor who plays them? Because there's no way in hell.
I'll let RJ make that call.
I don't know.
Can RJ tell me the actor?
No, I'm saying I'll tell you the actor if RJ allows me to tell you.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, sorry, I can't give you
you know what? I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna say chili. It's chili.
Okay, RJ, do you have a steal guess? That is incorrect.
I'm gonna try to steal with Twinkies.
No, it is yogurt. Harry,
I was closer with chili.
Harry
it was like
loves
something
yogurt.
eaten with something you eat with a spoon.
Twinkies is like the meme snack.
The actor is Terry Crews. But his name's...
Oh, it is Terry Crews. Okay, I had the read on. I know he's one of the characters, but I have no idea who Sergeant Jeffords is.
Yeah, Terry Jeffords. His name's Terry in the show too, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
He always says Terry loves shit, so I assume his name's Terry in the show.
I like yogurt.
Okay, RJ, what's your category?
Baking for 300.
All right. Name a rising agent that is not yeast.
That isn't yeast? Yeast
Yeah.
is the only one I know.
There are 3 possible answers, and you only need to know one.
Flour.
That is incorrect. Ryobii, do you have a steal? Yes.
Can you repeat it?
Name a raising agent that is not yeast. That is not yeast.
Can I get my 500 points for getting the original 500?
I don't bake.
Right?
I'm trying to think of my
accident.
friend who does bake.
Your friend is definitely not
You
the
have a friend who
ingredient.
bakes? Fuck, I'm gonna lose this.
Well, no, he only I'm pretty sure he used yeast.
Well, yeah, that's the traditional.
So are the other ones out of fashion now, or are they specific use cases?
Specific use cases.
Okay, then I'm probably not going to get it.
Well, as far as I know, I don't even really know. I don't know. You think I know this shit?
I can't even
One
think of
them
another
is probably whatever they
chemical
use
or
to make gluten-free products.
I don't know, probably some bacteria that I don't know about. Isn't yeast bacteria? I don't know. I don't know.
I
What
think yeast is a
Just make a fucking
fungi.
guess.
Yeast is a fungi, I believe. It's a type of mold, which are
Oh.
fungi.
Just make a
I
fucking
can't
guess.
even name a bacteria that's not like a disease-causing bacteria, and
Well,
I know that's
name
not
a
right.
disease-causing bacteria.
E. coli. I don't fucking know.
You would have been better to just name an ingredient than just, but
I was gonna say salt, but I'm pretty sure it's
baking
not.
soda
Salt
plus
is nothing.
acid. So baking soda with something acidic, whipped egg whites, and baking powder.
I think whipped egg white sounds vaguely familiar, but I wouldn't have known as a raising agent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
All right, RJ the cool guy. Are you cool enough to pull off this next? Wait, no, it's Ryobi's.
That was his pick.
Are you Ryobii enough to pull off this next question?
Are you Ryobii enough?
Because I was gonna say,
yes.
Are you cool enough?
Yeah.
But it wasn't your turn.
I mean, you can still say, "Am I cool enough?"
Are you
No, it's
ill?
not in your
Are you
name.
The
ill enough?
answer is
Oh, that's way
no.
better. Are you ill enough to answer this question, Ryobii? Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
only
I mean,
doing 300?
let's continue the trend here. Let's go
Okay.
Animal Kingdom for 300.
A business is a group of what animal?
Ah, piss.
A business is a
Oh, this
group
is like
of
those
what
weird things
animal?
where it's like a murder of crows or some shit.
Yeah, or a parliament
business.
of
I think there's
owls.
probably a bunch of animals that could be called a business.
But what is the one that is?
Scientists have a sense of humor, so it's probably something to do. What has to do with like business?
Stocks.
Oh God.
It's the stockback turtle.
Business of. I want to say some random mammal or a bird. That really doesn't narrow it down at all because I think anything else is like a swarm. What if it's like insects or whatever? I'm actually just stalling.
Well, I mean, a fish is a
Fuck
school.
it. Well, yeah, I didn't say fish.
What is whales?
For some reason, I don't think of business, and yeah,
Whale.
I forgot fish existed.
I forgot what whales is.
If
But
I'm
whales
honest.
has an interesting one.
This is like a pod, right?
Yeah, pot of whales. Yeah.
See, I know some of these, just not fucking business.
Yeah.
I don't know, meerkat.
Ooh, very
Ooh,
interesting
oh my gosh,
guess.
that might even be right.
That is incorrect, but that's an interesting guess, RJ.
I think
You
meerkat
are
is
the
another
floor.
fun name, but I don't think it's business.
I'm gonna guess penguins.
No, this is ferrets. A business of
Oh,
ferrets.
I was in the right ballpark.
Yeah.
Little fluffy rat guys.
Close read, but no cigar.
Meerkats had an interesting name. This just says that they're called a mob.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so
dope.
business.
No, a mob is dope.
fair-
A fucking mob of meerkats, and it's an alliteration. That's great. I actually do like that. Okay,
They
that
have
is
fun.
you,
Those scientists have fun.
RJ. Are you cool enough to answer this question?
You're cool enough to break 1,000 points on this.
I said
quiz.
I was gonna like meme you guys for getting stuff wrong, but then I don't. But
Nah, it's okay. We're doing it to ourselves.
yeah.
Being wrong is
Memeing
face
yourself enough. Yeah.
yeah.
Where are you
Let's
going,
go
RJ?
let's go with Animal Kingdom for 2.
All right. This gray bird, which gets its name from the Latin word for fire, are known for their long legs, long neck, and strange stance.
Gray
Uh,
bird.
Yes.
Did you guys ever take Latin
No.
or ever have to take Latin?
No.
flamingo.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, good
flamingo.
one. Wait, why? Are they gray?
Yes, their diet dyes them pink or a bright.
So they're
orange.
pink then.
No, if they eat a certain diet, they are, but they're gray bird, but naturally.
Well, that's not what you said. You said this gray bird.
Yeah, they're a gray bird.
Yeah,
When they're born, they're gray.
They're pink when they eat a certain kind of thing.
Yeah, zoos actually had a problem with a bunch of them turning gray because they weren't feeding them like enough of. I can't even remember what dyes them pink, but whatever weird thing,
like shrimp or some bullshit.
Yeah, whatever weird thing was dyeing them pink, they weren't feeding them enough. So
okay,
had
I'm
to
glad
change
RJ
their
got that
diet.
because I would have tilted off the face of the earth then.
Yeah. All right, Ryobii, time for the comeback.
All right, I need points.
Where does it start?
Baking 200.
All right. This dessert, associated with French, Italian, and Swiss cuisines, is made from whipped egg whites and sugar. This dessert, associated with French,
you.
Italian.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I was about to ask.
Oh, you actually did one. Okay. Italian and Swiss cuisines is made from whipped egg whites and sugar.
I want to say meringue. I don't have anything else other than meringue.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You are correct. It is meringue.
Meringue
Right.
sounds right.
I don't know what meringue looks like.
It's like a fluffy little thing, but it's crisp on the outside and it's supposed to be soft on the inside, but a lot of like commercially made ones.
Meringue. Yeah.
Like, what's the serving size?
They're
Is
like
it
a they're,
cookie?
Yeah, they're like roughly the size of a cookie, but like they puff up more.
I see.
That's I mean, it goes back to what we were saying
I
about.
have thought of that. I would not have thought of that, but once Ryobii said that, I was like, he's right.
It's like we were saying
I thought of meringue, and I'm like,
with the raising agents, like whipped egg whites being one of them. That's what happens with the meringue. It's the whipped egg whites rise a little bit, and so it's a little.
Damn, if we had guessed 200 first, we might have gotten 300.
Well, you know what this means,
yeah.
RJ. It's all your fault because you went first.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now RJ, Ryobie's he's nipping at your heels.
I'm
what are you
not
gonna do
shut
to
out,
respond?
and that's all I really care about.
Where's the response, RJ? Where's the response?
I'm gonna go baking 100.
Baking
No,
100.
you ruined the pattern.
What is the protein found in flour? This can be dangerous for people with celiac disease. That is correct. Gluten. RJ gets 100 points. Ryobii back to down 400. What will he do to respond?
Gluten of protein?
Yes.
I don't think I would have. The celiac thing I kind of informed me, but I don't think I knew gluten was protein. I'm going to go back to our regular scheduled programming and go England for 200.
All right. In which city are Arsenal Football Club based?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
The Gunners.
Isn't Arsenal a town? I don't know.
You could go with that. I hope I'm right. This would be really embarrassing.
In what town is Arsenal Football Club based? I think Liverpool has its own club, and that is a town that exists.
I mean, it could have two clubs.
What fucking towns are in England?
There's two Manchesters.
City, not town.
City.
There's two Manchesters, so I mean,
there's two Manchester teams or two
team.
Manchester
Two Manchester
towns?
teams.
There's
Oh.
Manchester City and there's Manchester United.
I was gonna say
like,
Manchester
one
United.
city could have two teams.
Am I really gonna go Liverpool just because I can't think of any other town in England? I would think it's not London. I feel like London would be more up in your face about how it's like the London football team or something. Or maybe not, because I don't think I've heard of London Football Club. Yeah, fuck it. Why not London?
That is correct. London.
It's London? Goddamn.
There is a London Football Club, I believe, but there are so many there are so many teams in London. Queen's Park Rangers are in London, Fulham are in London, Chelsea are in London, Arsenal are in London, Tottenham are in London. Did I say Wimbledon? Wimbledon and London FC are in London. Like there's probably like 20 teams in the lower leagues that are all in London. There's a lot of
why is Arsenal the London team that's like I've heard of before?
I don't, because like there are 3 London teams in the big, what's called the Big Six, which are the teams that
Popular.
sort of fight for the top. Now it's sort of becoming the Big Seven because Newcastle got bought out by big money. But the Big Six, 3 of them are London-based teams. There's Tottenham, Chelsea, and Arsenal all in the Big Six.
Okay, so they win sometimes. Gotcha.
I mean, like Chelsea is really the best of the London teams historically. Then Arsenal, then Tottenham, from my understanding. I'm not like the foremost expert. That's just kind of my
No. It's your category. It means you're the expert.
This is England, that's soccer. Although that would be my category. Okay, next, who was? Oh, sorry, I didn't give you 200 points because I'm a bad host. Okay, RJ, your question.
RJ, please continue the pattern. Don't fuck up.
Don't.
I'm not fucking guessing sitcoms. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. RJ knows.
That's on you.
You get all the sitcom ones, Ryobii.
I'm gonna
Coward.
get Animal Kingdom for 100.
Real coward. This non-primate mammal has been known to use tools. Non-primate. It is not a primate. Or ape or monkey-like
Is
in
a
any way.
dolphin a mammal?
I mean,
Oh god.
crows, right?
That's not a mammal. That's a bird.
Oh, mammal.
Yeah. Non-primate.
I just
mammal.
heard non-primate. Okay, mammal. I'm
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure it's flamingo. Actually,
Also not a mammal.
Not a mammal.
it uses this gray. It uses this
Yeah, it
pink
uses, like-
food to dye itself pink.
Oh yeah, that's a
Fuck me.
tool. It's using
How
Yeah,
am
it's a
I
tool.
a mammal? There's like one like smart possibly tool using thing for like I feel like multiple categories, but I can't think of it.
Yeah,
I wanna
was-
say-
this one. I
I
was
feel
like, I was like
I feel like-
90% sure that this doesn't just apply to the one that I.
Yeah, I was gonna
find
say
this
what-
fact
if,
for, but
if it didn't.
we're looking for a specific one. So if you don't get the one that I'm thinking
Like-
of, you get it wrong.
I feel like
this is George's revenge.
Otters
I want to
use
say
rocks.
Is that your final
otters-
answer?
otters are
95%
mammals.
Sure, otters use rocks, but I also
Otters
feel
are
like
mammals.
maybe elephants have used tools in the past.
like a back scratcher. I think I'd go with otter too.
Is otters your
Yeah,
final
I'll-
answer?
I'm gonna go with otter because I'm pretty sure they use rocks.
That is correct. Otters use
Hey.
rocks to break open shells and things.
I wanted to. Yeah, when you said like non-primate, I'm like, okay. For some reason, I went right to like ants or some shit or like some weird insect.
Yeah, again, not a mammal.
Again, not a mammal. Yeah.
Okay, Ryobii, category. Are you trying to continue the 200s, or are you avoiding sitcoms and going for the 100?
Well, I wanted to have a thing going, but if RJ's gonna be like that,
Watching sitcoms.
I also
You can put
if he's
sitcom.
actually gonna make me guess every single sitcom one, that's gonna feel bad too.
Well, then just drop the Harry Potter. You could turn on it.
I
You
mean,
could
No,
betray
no,
him.
we're gonna have the Harry Potter
Betray
segment at
the
least.
So,
gentleman's
you can-
agreement.
You can
Stab him in the
No, I'll
back.
go and force me to guess
Stab him
sitcoms,
in the
but
back.
also waiting out sitcoms until
You
it's
can
just
take-
sitcoms and Harry Potter.
You can take Harry Potter for 500 right now, Ryobii, and he can do a damn
Yeah.
thing.
No,
You can do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do
shit.
that. You have to earn the Harry Potter 500 question. And also, if one of us went out of order and then got it wrong, I think you just forfeit. I
Yeah.
think you just lose.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
The
a rule.
insta-death.
It's a rule that I'm instigating as a
Yeah.
participant.
All right.
You guess Harry Potter before there's no other questions remaining.
And
And you get it wrong, you lose the game.
Instant death.
Animal Kingdom 400. Sorry.
All right. This is the only bird with true backward flight.
What?
The only bird with true backward flight. So this bird can fly like the Halo ball in Halo 3.
Hummingbird.
Yes, that is correct. I
That
can't...
seems like it should have been. That seemed like it should have been way lower down.
Shut up, RJ. This is my quiz. And now you're tied. No, you're losing. Loser.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what
Definitely
the?
easier than flamingo.
I'm like, wings don't work that way, except if they're like a dragonfly. I'm like,
Flamingo,
oh wait.
you specifically like turned flamingo into a fucking trick question.
Oh, it tricked me for sure. I'm still mad about it.
RJ, your guess.
Okay,
Your turn.
asshole. Let's go Animal Kingdom for 500. This might be the easiest Animal Kingdom question yet.
It is estimated that 90% of the known species of this insect are solitary, including the leaf cutter blank, the mason blank, the carpenter blank, and the sweat blank.
What?
It is
What do you mean by solitary?
like they live alone.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. Insects solitary. Wait, are spiders insects?
No, they are arachnids.
But are they insects in the frame of this question?
No.
That's kind of bullshit. I know that's like a thing, but like what the fuck? Like what else? What are you really gonna call it?
An arachnid.
It's a bug.
Yeah, bug can. I usually think the bug can just mean any small thing.
Is bug
that has
broader?
an exoskeleton.
I guess insect is technically scientific.
Exoskeleton.
Bug
What's it
is
called? Ectoskeleton. Is that when it's on the outside?
Exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton. Okay, thank you.
Come on, you're the expert, man.
Sorry. Try. RJ, we're gonna have
RJ,
to.
RJ,
we're gonna have to demand a
we
guess.
gotta work together on this one, I think.
No, I'm gonna demand a guess from RJ. Not in an extreme amount of time, but in a semi-reasonable amount of time.
Spider. Wait, not spider. We just said.
Did everyone guess?
Beetle.
Okay, Ryobii, your guess?
Okay. Yeah, I was wrong.
Was he wrong?
Yes, he's wrong. Your steal?
I've heard of carpenter ants and leafcutter ants, but ants don't live solitary, and that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, our ants are super not solitary.
You know what? Maybe it's a fucking 500 for a reason.
Yeah.
And maybe
Certainly
those
was a
species of
fucking
ants.
400 for a reason.
Maybe those species of ants are stop. No,
Yeah,
wait,
that
carpenter
was
ants aren't
400 to
solitary.
trap RJ. There was a reason.
Carpenter. What else do I know that's carpenter?
Humans. Humans.
I
Can
was
be
like, man,
carpenters.
he's made all these really hard. I'm not gonna go for 400. That one's gonna be difficult. Oh, what bird fly different from other birds?
Hey, fuck you, RJ. I was
Hummingbird.
sweating there for a second. I didn't know that one instantly.
Ooh, you're getting some shorts
Mason-
today, baby.
Mason fly? No. Leafcutter fly, mason fly doesn't sound anything. Sweat,
We're gonna
wasp, leafcutter, carpenter. I'm gonna say ant because I don't think I know anything other than maybe it's those species of ant that are solitary. I don't know. Ant.
I'm just gonna wait for the delay to be gone. I'm not
Okay.
even gonna say it.
So RJ said beetle and I said ant,
Yep,
which I don't think is correct, but I can't think of anything else.
they're both wrong. Wow, the delay's long. Holy hell.
Yes, it is.
Bees. What?
90% of the known species of bees are solitary, apparently, according to Google.
Oh, I know carpenter bees.
Insane.
I didn't think about
I
that.
mean, I would never would have guessed. Even if I would filled that out with bees, I wouldn't have guessed bees anyway.
So it's only
Yeah.
like honeybees that are like the hive ones.
Like honey and
and
bumble.
other bees are not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
'Cause
bananas.
when I think of, like-
That's
I think of like
crazy.
hive animals. I think of bees.
Yeah, exactly.
Good question, George.
Well, I think
Thank you.
I
When I
think
saw
of
that fact, I was like,
it's
what?
like ant termites, bees,
Yeah.
and like those
Yeah.
are like hive. Those are the hive animals.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was like,
Even in most stuff
like,
when there's
I
like
guess
hive
beetles-
mind, like even in Rick and Morty, I think wasn't there like a hive mind creature who was like bee themed? Or am I making that up?
Yeah, maybe.
I might be making that up.
There definitely have been hive mind bee
Don't-
themed
Don't,
things,
don't piss off the Rick and Morty crowd. They'll come for you.
but they're like
They're too busy rating their
beetles, because
nearest
I've
like
seen
McDonald's or
seen
whatever.
beetles
Don't
just
do it,
like
Ryan. You're putting us all
I've
in
seen
danger.
beetles just like fucking each other up and like flinging each other like males battling for like a
Oh, like
female or
rhinoceros beetle?
something. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
so like I don't know, maybe like beetles.
No, it was a good guess.
Yeah, Beatles
Just
wasn't a bad
something
guess.
broad.
Yeah. Okay, Ryobii,
Yeah.
your category.
Oh, nice.
God
That wasn't my
damn it.
question.
Yeah, you stole or attempted to steal.
I'm so mad about that.
I'm not
animal
confident on
getting
any of the rest of
400.
these. Actually, you know what? Fine. Baking 400.
Baking for 400. What is the
All the 400s are
process?
the easiest.
What is the process of allowing the dough with yeast to rest and rise called? So what is that process called? The process of allowing dough with yeast inside of it to rest and rise. In like a
So I'm assuming it's like a side, like rising is not what you're looking for.
no, there's a name for the process where you just
I know the
basically
answer.
set it aside and let it rise. There's a name for that process.
I think this is one where I'm gonna recognize if it was said, but I don't think I know it off the top of my head.
Okay. Well,
Wait.
do
Give
you have
me
a
a
fake
moment.
guess or a thought?
Process of allowing the dough.
Are you a thought, Ryobii? Are you that hoe over there?
I want it. It's like something-zation, I bet. I'm like, it's not fertilization. That doesn't make any sense.
Cinization.
It's like, yeah. Civilization?
I said carcinization.
Sid Meier's
Crystallization.
Civilization 6.
Something Asian. Oh, it's right there. Germination? No.
Do we have a guess?
I mean, RJ definitely knows it, so I'll give it to
Nation.
RJ.
Was that your guess?
Yeah, the Fire Nation, sure.
This is not carnation if that's your guess, RJ.
No. My guess is this leavening?
No. So you both got it
fuck.
wrong. It's proofing or proving.
Proving.
Okay, no,
Huh.
I didn't know that.
All right. RJ, your turn to pick a category.
Proofing.
April did know that one. So you guys both suck.
Proofing.
I'm behind now. Can I get my 500 points?
No.
I'll do
it. For you.
Do it.
You can try to get this 500 baking.
I definitely won't. That was a complete fluke that I got the other one.
Well, you can fluke this one too.
England for 100 to even it up.
No, you coward.
The London Eye is one of the more well-known landmarks in London. What is it?
It's a fucking Ferris wheel.
That is true. It is a Ferris wheel.
I was gonna wait. I think I would have got that wrong. I was thinking of like a space needle or some shit, like a big tower, and I'm like, I don't know how to say big tower, big pointy tower.
That I went up in. That's near the London Eye. Like you can see it.
That's probably what I'm thinking of because it's like in the same picture or some shit.
Maybe it's just
I'm like, oh, they're talking about the Ferris wheel.
I can't remember. But anyway,
that's kind of a dumb thing to call it an eye.
Tower?
Ryobii, you could try sitcoms for 100. There's still another 100.
No. We're going baking for 500.
All
We're
right.
going in.
What is the chemical name for baking soda? And April got this one right too. So
what?
It's not unknown. It's not unknowable.
Why can't you ask what the similar ingredient is between baklava and some other thing I've never heard of?
I don't know.
Honestly, this question I probably had the best chance of knowing, but oh my god,
I don't know what baklava is. I've never heard of that.
Baking soda.
Yeah, I feel like Ryobii might know about chemicals and stuff, and I super don't.
Well, he's not guessing it right away. So.
Sodium chloride salt, so it's not that. Oh god, what is it? I have the words potassium and phosphate floating in my head, and I don't think it's a combination of those two, but it might be one of those two.
What's it gonna be, Ryobii? The people are clamoring for an answer.
What the hell is potassium chloride a thing?
Maybe.
I bet it's I think it's potassium something, but I fucking don't know what the other one is. Watch potassium chloride be like a cleaning agent or something. I don't know. Potassium chloride.
That's not it, but that does sound familiar.
That's probably
some like potassium acetate.
No,
I feel like I've heard the word acetate.
Is it potassium? Nothing. It's not potassium at all.
He was
very. Not potassium
I thought he was gonna get it when he said sodium right out of the gate. It's sodium bicarbonate.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yes, I've heard of that before. Yep.
Yeah, it's familiar.
All right. That
I was guessing you said potassium, and I'm like, yeah, baking soda has like a reaction to water, doesn't it? Because of the.
I don't know.
I thought it was like
it's like vinegar, baking soda.
Well, that's not water.
No. I thought it was vinegar, baking soda, and water or something.
No, it's just vinegar, baking soda.
No,
Okay.
yeah, that's I should. I feel like
RJ.
I could have. I knew that at one point
Your
in
category.
my life.
Let's
All
go
tied up.
England 400.
England for 400. Dog meaning phone is an example of Cockney rhyming slang because dog and bone, phone. What does apples mean?
That sounds like one of those short stories you were reading from last week.
So you say, "Where's me dog?" And that you're saying, "Where's me mobile? Where's my phone?" Because dog and bone, phone.
How is dog and bone equal phone?
Because
There's no D.
bone
There's no
rhymes with
B.
phone, Ryobii. RJ, do you have a guess?
Wait, so is the question what is so there's two words that equal apples?
Yes. So apples is the start of one. So
So
like
it's apples
so when
and
you're
blank
using it in conversation, you
and
say
the
dog.
thing that apples means rhymes with the thing that you connect with apples.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it was like
But
apples
in
and
regular
oranges,
in regular
apples means
conversation, you
oranges.
just use the first word that doesn't rhyme. But it means the
Yeah.
thing that it means because of a connecting word that does rhyme with the word that you're replacing.
I've never heard of this phenomenon.
Yeah, it's Cockney
I
rhyming
have,
slang.
but the only one I know of is dog and bone.
Did you know that one already?
Yeah, because George
Why?
told me it already.
Yeah.
Oh. Cheating. This is collusion.
Well, he only knows
Stop
the one that's in the
count.
hint anyway.
All right, I have a guess. It's not a legit guess,
RJ?
but I guess I'll hold on to it in case I'm right.
RJ, do you have a guess?
Because dog is not even. I can't even compare this because like dog has nothing to do with phone.
Yeah, it's not supposed to. Dog is only supposed to connect to the connecting word.
I'm.
All right, now I'm just making up stupid logic in my head.
There's like a one making.
Money?
There's. Wait, did you guess money?
Yeah.
No, that is incorrect. Ryobii?
Fuck.
All right, so I came up with a
Oh, that
couple
is
ideas.
good though. Apples and honey, money. That is
Yeah.
good. That is
I don't know
good.
where I'm getting honey from, like connecting
No,
honey.
like dipping.
but, like-
Have you never dipped apples in honey before? It's actually good.
No.
Apples and peanut butter is always kind of the more or caramel because like
Well, I
caramel
like
apples.
honey.
That's what I would think of.
Ryobii. I'm a big honey
Well,
fan.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I deserve some pity points.
No. Okay, Ryobii.
Pity for what?
Pity for
Being wrong?
sucking.
Yeah.
Ryobii,
All
do
right,
you
so
have
I'm
a
gonna walk
steal?
you through my logic. I'm like, all right, apples. What would I think of with apples? I'm like pears, and what it rhymes with
Yeah.
pear? Shares of stocks.
Oh my god, you were like, well, technically not, but phonetically you're one letter off. It's stairs. Apples and pears stairs.
See, I was also going to guess. At first, I was going to also guess at pears, but the only thing I could come up with was hairs, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
In fact,
RJ,
I think you have said apples mean stairs to me before.
That doesn't.
Maybe
Yeah.
that, like, it seems very, very vaguely familiar, or maybe I've heard it somewhere
I was
else.
kind of worried about
but,
that
like,
writing
yeah.
that hint, that I had already talked about this with you and you
Yeah.
remember it, but not
I-
well enough.
I felt like it was probably pears, but like I was like, there's no way apples means hairs. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
But apples meaning money makes that like that's something you would
Honestly,
slang
it's
about.
better.
There's
Honestly,
so
it's
many
better.
slangs of money.
Yeah. It's honestly
RJ,
better.
I was going to guess money before George started explaining that it has to be the whole thing where like it rhymes with a word that relates, and I'm like, okay, money was like my gut check.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
was
does
like,
though. Apples and honey,
money.
I really
Mind you,
like
before
that.
I started thinking about like what goes with apples, I was like, I don't know, drugs.
Someone picked
or something.
sitcoms. It's so
I was
annoying.
like, what rhymes with doctors?
Okay, fine. One last boring non-sitcom bullshit question. Okay, Ryobii,
Was that? Oh, that's my
What's
question.
this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
be
England
like?
500. England 500.
what year did England win the World Cup?
They've only won once.
Yes.
World Cup.
Wow.
How often is the World Cup?
You don't know
4
this?
years.
I thought this was too easy. You actually don't know this? Do you know this, RJ?
Absolutely not.
I think I do.
Do you know what country we live in?
Whoa! Whoa!
Wait, I mean, let us pick a year. When was the give me I need a multiple of to work off of. When was the last World Cup? I don't want to guess a year that the World Cup didn't even happen.
This year. But it hasn't happened yet. It happened. It's like in 2 weeks.
Okay, so the last one before that was 2018, and then before that was 2014, and then
Can you tell me where those were?
2010. Absolutely not.
Come on, Russia and Brazil.
When was South Africa? That was like the last one I paid attention to.
2010. Come on.
That was the last one I paid attention to. I don't think they won that year.
They did not win. Spain won 2010. I
didn't guess yet. Hold on. I was maybe gonna say 2010. Okay,
oh shit, I can't say the winners. Yeah.
You idiot.
Well, I thought you guys know some.
No, we didn't guess
strokes.
yet. I mean, I was all right. If you want to disqualify me, I was gonna say 2010.
Oh, okay. That's a terrible guess. That was probably where England was close. Actually, they weren't awful.
That's the only World Cup I remember
happening,
and I definitely
they did not
only remember. I remember like Shakira's song.
Oh yeah. Good times. But no.
All right, RJ. Guess not 2010. I guess. I made it easier for you.
Wow, 20 years off, you fucking moron. It's 66.
Ah, damn.
The last time
hey, RJ, you were closer than me.
England won the World Cup was in 1966.
Wait, England's kind of dog at soccer, sounds like.
Yeah, they do not.
Yeah, they made it up too.
The U.S. women's team does eons better than the England men's team or the U.S.
Well, that's kind of the case with the U.S. women's team, I think, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Sitcoms, RJ. Which sitcom do you want?
100. Let's go for one I can
Wait,
actually
it is your turn, right? Because Ryobii guessed first last time? Or you guys second?
Yeah, no, it's RJ's turn.
Yeah, okay. What was Ross Geller's profession?
Oh, he was a fucking paleontologist.
That is correct. 100 points from the sitcom section.
I remember I watched like some of season 1 of Friends, and I would be really mad when all of his friends would get mad when he was explaining cool shit about dinosaurs.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm like, he's being interesting. This is the only time he's being interesting. And you're acting like it's the only time he's being boring.
This is the only time any of you are being interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryobii.
Except for Chandler when he's fucking burning people.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that was a 100-point question?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So 200.
You know what? It can't get worse. There's no way I would have gotten that. So I think honestly, these are all equal difficulty. Sitcoms for 500.
Okay. Frasier has a son with his ex-wife Lilith. What is their son's name?
Jackson. I don't know.
That is incorrect. RJ, what is Lilith and Frasier's son's name?
Fraser Jr. Khaleesi. I'm just gonna toss out ideas for RJ.
They're pretty good ideas, to be honest.
Jack.
No,
I guess Jackson. You dumbass.
His name is Frederick.
Frederick. Okay.
Frederick.
Cool. I don't care.
These are interesting facts, RJ. You're gonna want to write them down.
I gave you so many better ideas, and you just guessed the same name as I did.
He said Khaleesi.
He said Jackson to start.
RJ, 200 or 400?
200.
Tom Haverford and John Ralphio started a media company called...
What the fuck are you talking about?
Tom Haverford and John Ralphio started a media company called...
I don't even know if those are the actors' names or the characters' names.
The characters'
I don't
names.
know what show this is.
Jesus Christ. It's Parks and Rec. Are you kidding me? You uncultured swine.
I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, maybe it's like, so I immediately forgot it's a media company. I'm like, oh, I bet they did something like a lemonade stand or whatever.
No.
Media company.
The company really did literally nothing but waste money.
Media company.
It was great.
Stupid Productions.
No. Ryobii, do you have a steal?
Wait, is this from Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Wait, is Tom Haverford the Wait, which one? Is this one the Indian guy?
Yes.
Is it Prestige Worldwide?
No.
Damn it.
It is Entertainment 720.
What is Prestige Worldwide? Is that from Step Brothers?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I can tell you.
It's some other bullshit fake company, and I think it was a comedy from something comedy. I bet it was Step Brothers then.
So RJ guessed first, so this is for Ryobii. Ted Mosby met Stella, the woman who left him at the altar, getting a tattoo removed. What was the tattoo of?
One more time before it comes up on screen.
Ted Mosby met Stella, the woman who left him at the altar, getting a tattoo removed. What was the tattoo of?
Stella's name?
No. RJ. They just met. Why would it be why would he have a tattoo?
No, you said
of a person
I interpreted that as Stella, the woman who left him at the altar. Oh, I thought it was like
No.
after
I'll
she had
give
already
you another
left him at the
chance.
altar.
Yeah.
Or X.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll give Ryobii another chance since he didn't understand the question. Yeah, Ted Mosby met Stella while he was getting a tattoo removed. What was that tattoo that he got removed while meeting Stella, the woman who later left him at the altar?
I would assume his ex. I was not to steal RJ's, but I was assuming Stella was his ex in this case. So
Oh, okay, an ex. That is incorrect.
I guess ex-girlfriend's name.
Incorrect. RJ.
Live, laugh, love.
Incorrect.
Good one.
It is a butterfly. Butterfly tramp stamp.
It was like between butterfly and live, laugh, love.
Oh, damn.
Was it really? Oh,
Yeah.
Damn. You're really
I feel
close.
cheated
like,
again.
my next guess was like some gang sign, like a Hell's Angels thing or something.
Yeah. RJ, you get the first stab at Harry Potter. Where do you want?
Okay.
500, and if you 500, and if you
400.
Who are the 3 oldest Weasley children?
Oh shit. Percy, I believe.
Perseus, actually,
Yeah, well, whatever.
Odysseus, and Theseus.
I will not indicate until you've locked in all 3, just so you know.
Oh.
I'm 98% sure this isn't. There's other Weasley children, but I cannot think of them, so I'm going to say that the next 2 are Fred and George.
Ryobii, chance to steal.
Charlie, Bill, Percy.
That is correct. Charlie, Bill, and Percy.
Ryobie's gonna dominate me. Ryobie's gonna dominate me. Oh my god, this is not even.
No, I didn't know that instantly. I had to take like a full 30 seconds
RJ
to think of
finally gets his
Charlie.
I could not think of those names if you gave me 7 days.
Okay, Ryobii, are you going for the 500? Solidify the crown?
I kind of have to.
I totally forgot about Bill and Charlie. They don't
destroyed
matter.
the last true Horcrux? So not
Neville.
That is correct. Jesus Christ. Neville Longbottom killed Nagiri
Actually gotten that.
with Gryffindor's sword.
Yeah, you fucking cut the head off the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, RJ. I assume
I might have
300.
said Voldemort because assuming that.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, because Harry.
That the last Horcrux was Harry.
Yeah.
But no, because he actually killed the Horcrux and Harry before the snake was killed.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Oh, big brain.
Well, I already lost, but
No.
300, I assume.
It ain't over till it's over.
What
Yeah,
do
let's go
each of the
300.
3 unforgivable curses do to their victim?
There's the torture curse.
Correct?
There's the killing curse.
Oh shit, I'm not. Maybe correct.
George breaking his own rules.
Yeah.
Of confirming before it's done.
Yeah.
I remember Crucio and Avada Kedavra. The last unforgivable curse. Oh my God, Ryobie's gonna
technically-
take this one too.
technically-
Why do I know more about Harry Potter than I know about
technically-
the nation of England?
Technically, you already named the last Unforgivable Curse. Not to be too pedantic. The last one.
Oh, was the last one the killing one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the pain one, there's the killing one, and then
tickling
there's
one.
the... That should be unforgivable.
For some people, yeah, that's basically Crucio if you're ticklish.
Is it some kind of like love curse or something like that? Is it like some kind of like mind control thing?
Mind control is correct. Mind
Imperio,
control,
my friend.
torture, and instant death. Ryobii.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
All right. Neville gives Harry this to help him breathe underwater in the Triwizard Tournament.
Gillyweed.
Well, I wouldn't
correct.
have even gotten that.
Gillyweed is correct.
Super just straight up did not know.
Well, RJ, to
I think
at least top
I
it
think
off
that's
with
the one that
some...
would have been hardest for me.
Well,
That would have been even harder than the.
Yeah, that's a very odd. That's a very
one I
odd
got
fact. I'm not
wrong.
sure why I remember that.
like, I knew it.
That's-
That's why I put it below, because I had to check all the ones above it, like 300, 400. Like, I knew them, but I had to like double check to make sure I was right.
No, it's weird though.
But,
Like, George, why do you think you remembered it? Because that's
I
such an
don't-
obscure. It's
I
a
think
pretty
it's because
obscure
of the way he
fact. because-
delivers the line.
But I also remember it for some
I can
reason.
just remember the actor who plays Neville going, Gillyweed. I can't do his voice, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I can
Probably,
picture him
it's
saying
probably
it.
because he says it's silly.
Probably because he
Yeah,
says
yeah.
weed.
Yeah, and weed. I've always blown that dank Gillyweed, so.
Huh?
This lets you smoke
I wonder
underwater.
if people. I
Yeah.
wonder if like smoker Harry Potter fans refer to marijuana as gillyweed sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so that might have been like
No, I was
part
joking.
of your memory.
I did just then, but that was the first time I've done that or come across that.
hmm
I
Okay,
was just
Ron. This is mine.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't even read it. Ron famously
I'm
wrote a
least
knight
confident about this one,
in
honestly.
the game of Giant Wizard's chess. What piece was Harry?
Yeah, I forget what piece Harry was. Like, I feel like I want to say king.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah,
Incorrect. Ryobii. Harry's
seems like a
piece.
shitty piece though.
Oh wait,
That'd
no.
be a
Now I'm
cooler
having
piece.
now I'm having a moment.
It is not
Like what he
king.
probably was.
The castle one that goes in straight lines. That's a rook, right?
Yeah.
I think he was a rook.
The rook.
Yeah, interestingly, they
That's
say
rook. I was gonna guess rook.
they say in the thing they say
Oh, is it different in the movie and the book?
I don't know if this is a British thing, but he said or it's just them not knowing about chess. He says Hermione, you'll be the castle. But Hermione was the one who was the rook. But he calls her the castle. In the scene. But Harry was in fact a bishop.
Harry was a bishop. What a fucking
Interesting.
loser.
I thought I remember him
Even
moving.
the king is cooler than the
moving to-
bishop.
I thought I remember him moving to capture the kings in a straight line, like head on, not on a diagonal.
Yeah.
I guess it could have just been the framing of the.
yeah.
Shot.
Bishop is the second stupidest piece in the game.
Bishop is one of my favorites.
What's the stupidest
Probably
piece
my
in the
favorite
game?
piece in the game.
Pawn, obviously.
Probably the king. What an
Pawns.
idiot!
So,
You
a
think if you're gonna-
final score of 1900. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But a final score
1200.
of 1900 to 1200. Ryobii is crowned the first ever victor of George Jeopardy and the third ever victor of 3HAWT1s.
Second ever victor.
No,
Second ever victor. Let's be fair.
sorry.
because-
Well, I guess it
So
someone
someone here hasn't won a Jeopardy. We won't name
I
names.
guess if you're talking about individual victors, but like if you say, you know, episode blah blah
Yeah.
blah victor was RJ, episode blah 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 victor was RJ, and then you count those as two separate victories, even though it's the same individual, then he could be he's the winner of the
Let's fucking
third, but
redeem
he's the
myself
second
against
individual.
Gamers George the Fool.
Yeah, we're getting into too much semantics right now. Let's see who wins the fourth ever.
I honestly forgot we have to do this again.
No,
Yeah.
all I know is that by the end of this, I will still have the most Jeopardy wins of anyone of the podcast.
True.
That is true. But
Yeah,
I might
I'm
finally have my revenge.
yeah. Just one last bit. This might have been. Were we even before going into Harry Potter?
Yes.
I wonder how many questions
maybe
each of us
100
actually
ahead?
got right that weren't Harry
You might
Potter
have been
questions.
slightly ahead.
No, I think RJ was 100 ahead because he got
I think it was a difference
paleontologist.
of 100 or it was
Maybe.
even.
Yeah, I
don't
think
remember who
RJ was
winning.
ahead by 100 after getting paleontologist. Either that or he tied it up with paleontologist. It might have been tied up at 900. Or it was 900,
how many
800.
people are watching? None? Oh, okay.
Come on, people in the chat.
Tell us the
Chat,
answer.
tell us what's the deal. All right.
Were we tied? I don't know.
What are you telling us? Fuck
All
you.
right.
Wait, shit, I can actually rewind.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna since we got returning competitors
right?
here at Ryobii hosted Jeopardy. We're just gonna let George have the first turn here. Because
Oh,
RJ is the
yeah.
defending
We were
champ.
tied up. We were tied up.
Oh, okay. At
'Cause
900?
We both at 800.
What the hell? Did I
Mm.
forget to give you the points for paleontologist then?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh no! Wait, no, I was too far back.
Oh, okay. So it was 900, 800 then.
Probably.
Okay. We'll just leave it at probability. I'm going to go with...
Okay, yeah, sorry. This is
I'm
human
hoping
anatomy, so we have. Let me read
I'm
the
hoping
categories.
RJ knows literally zero about human anatomy because that's how much I know.
Okay, so yeah, I picked a lot of these questions based on googling bones, muscles, brain, and circulatory system, and then typing edu after it, and just hoping some college would explain to me these various systems of our body.
Interesting.
So that's where I got a lot of my information from. So we have, as I said, those four, and then
I'm gonna get...
miscellaneous is I'm gonna give you this warning. I typed fun human anatomy facts, and then
I think...
yeah, that is going to be a harder category. Those numbers don't really make sense, but I was running out of ideas.
Yeah. I think the
So,
last one...
Don't get mad at me for difficulty on that one.
The Halloween episode, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the score was like 4,500 to 1,500 or some shit like that.
It was at least 3,000 different. I don't remember the exact numbers.
Yeah, but we probably total scored at least 5,000 points, and the last one was 1,200 to 1,700, so a lot less total. I think if RJ's knowledge is even close to mine, this one is going to be even lower scoring than that.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be.
I think we're gonna come out of this with around 1,000 points.
You might be boned.
That's my guess too. Boned?
Get it, bones?
We might be boned, so
Anatomy?
might as well go with 100 for bones. I'm starting low because I don't know these categories. That's my...
True or false? Adult humans have more bones than infants.
That is false. Infants have more. That's what false means, right? I believe infants have more. I don't like these questions.
Infants have more.
That is my guess.
Oh, I have to hit spacebar. George is correct.
Do have more, yeah.
Infants do have more. As they grow, smaller bones solidify and form.
That was literally just in a show I was watching.
Fusion
oh my god,
bones.
in The Watcher, a new show I'm watching about a true crime case on Netflix.
George has 100.
Is like a creepy lady comes up or a creepy guy comes up and says that, I think they say the infant has more bones than the whatever, and then I think the guy's in their house at the time, so it's a really weird thing to say, and then he just leaves.
Yeah, babies are kind of still.
I have a slightly fun fact that I don't know if it's going to. I imagine it's probably not going to come up.
Well,
yeah,
maybe.
I would just wait.
I'll
just wait.
Yeah,
try to remind me of it. Tell me it has to do. Tell me it has to. Remind me about the fun fact, and then it has to do with the comparative number of bones between babies and adults.
Fun fact: baby bones.
Well, don't stop, George. Stop.
Oh, he's
right
writing
there.
it down, not looking it up.
No, I'm writing it in chat to remind us. To remind RJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was I? Oh, I was about to make a point.
Let's go.
I'm gonna put this on the.
brain for
That's
100?
better. Now it looks like I'm looking at the podcast instead of just looking off to the
No.
side like an idiot.
That's all good.
Circulatory system for 100.
All right, you're lucky.
God,
you didn't
I would
pick-
have picked bones if I had gone first. I would have picked bones.
Yeah, bone. I
That's
know
the part
so
of the human
little.
body I know the most about.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know so little about anatomy, but I do know a tiny bit about bones.
Okay, George. Sorry, RJ. You picked like 3 different things:
He's
brain,
circulatory,
circulatory
100.
system, or bones.
Well, I can't pick bones. It's gone.
Why not? You can pick bones for 200.
No, I'm never gonna get a 200 question.
Yeah. All of our points are coming from the 100s, Ryobii. You
The
don't
first one is
understand.
literally a true or
Actually,
false
fuck it.
question.
Bones 200.
Okay, no, Ryobii.
How many bones are in an
Bones
adult
200.
human?
Oh, I think I know this. No, I probably if he didn't say it right,
206
that
RJ
sounds
is
right.
correct.
is the answer
Yeah.
you're looking for, but that's wrong. And here's my fun fact: the fusing thing never stops.
Do you get less bones?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
that too.
Like
yeah,
really,
yeah.
really old people. Like someone just like wrote that down. I think that's the average amount of bones that you have in like your like I don't know when you're like oldish and like
Like
when
30s to
adult.
40s.
usually die like somewhat naturally or something like that at some point in time. But like if you live to like 100, you probably have less than 200 bones
I would say
or
then that.
something like
Do
that.
I feel like there's a different word you would use to describe someone of that age. Then I guess they're technically an adult in that like the legal sense, but I feel like biologically speaking,
Also,
we'd
I
call
think
them
a
something else.
20-year-old probably has more bones than that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So we might have more bones than that. We might have 207 or something.
Yeah.
All right then.
I guess I'll go muscles 100.
Damn it. Muscles 100. Okay.
Muscles.
About what percent of your body weight comes from skeletal muscle?
I have
Okay, so-
literally no clue, so I'm just gonna guess.
Yeah, so for percentage, I'm going to say I forget what the range I gave for this was.
How do you define skeletal muscle?
Muscle that moves your skeleton. Like skeletal muscle is a medical definition. As
Like,
in not cardiac muscle. That's because that's your heart. It's
okay.
Muscle
So
that
it's
moves
all
your
the
skeleton.
muscles that aren't your heart.
Isn't
I'm sure
your
there's other
brain
ones that I'm not
technically a
thinking
muscle?
of, but
Isn't your brain
I don't-
technically a muscle?
No,
I don't.
Your
I
brain's
don't
not
think
a muscle.
so. I think it's an organ.
People say
Well, your heart's
the
also an
brain is
organ.
the most important muscle.
I think
but it's not a
muscles are also a type of organ. Like tissue's an organ.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
They
gonna
don't
say
believe
if you get within. All right, I have a percent range. I'm
Because a
willing
lot
to
of the weight
accept.
has to be blood, I would imagine. Well, maybe not a lot, but at least a chunk. And then some of it's bone and stuff like your organs that aren't muscles. Like
Okay.
you know, your liver and your pancreas and your stomach, lung. So I guess my guess would probably be 70%. Let's just no, it's I'm gonna say 65%.
Okay. RJ, I'm going to give you a chance to guess, and if that's not the exact number, RJ, I'm going to give you a chance to guess. So
I
if
guess-
you were
I
both
guess, like-
if you are both within range, it'll be whoever's closer, or if one of you guesses the number exactly, or the one I have written.
I see.
I guess it's over 70. It's like probably closer to 80.
That was my first instinct. I'm gonna be mad if it's
Yeah.
right.
It is 40%.
Ooh.
What? That's wild. That's wild as fuck. What?
So,
Your
but
organs and
but I'm not
and
within,
bones add a
right? So I
lot.
don't get any points. I just get bragging rights.
Yeah, neither of you get points.
I see.
Neither
Well, I
of
get
you
bragging
neither of you
rights.
were within 5%.
Yeah, but I was closer. Suck it, OJ.
You were almost double, both of you.
No, I wasn't. 65
Alright.
is not almost double 40. Where'd you go to math class, son? It's like what one
It
You
was
said so.
double.
Okay, yeah, whatever. RJ, it's your turn.
Okay. You're stupid for picking muscles.
Yeah. Looking back, that was a big mistake. I should have gone MISC for 500.
You will never get it. I already forgot what I put for MISC for 500, but you'll never get it.
I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna do
This is
it.
what happens when
I'm
I had to do
doing it on
Jeopardy 2
mine.
weeks in a row.
I'm doing
I'm
mine.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go with more bones. Bones for 3.
I'm going
Okay.
Misk for 500 on my
Yeah,
turn.
these. What was the longest bone in the body? These are
The
these may not be
longest
the most
bone in the
balanced.
body. I believe that's the femur.
You are correct.
Bones, 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 bones,
got
I wanted to
bones.
say strongest bone because it's technically also the strongest bone, but I felt that was too like, oh, but what does the definition of strongest mean? And it's like, with that
I
able
would
to
have said
withstand like the
I would
most
have said
pressure or whatever.
tiberous, which I'm not even sure is a bone.
There's
Maybe.
a tibia.
Oh, I think I was just
Hey,
mispronouncing
spoilers.
Tiberius.
Tiberius, the tiger.
Yeah.
From
no,
hit
like,
game Paladins.
that's literally what I
Oh.
was mispronouncing. Was Tiberius.
Tiberius.
Wow. Okay.
All right, George, you are.
Why is there a paladins
Yeah.
category?
That's miscellaneous actually. It's anatomy and then Paladins. The game.
Okay, Misk for 500, Al.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely crush this shit.
What is the longest recorded amount of
Oh.
time that a human has gone without
Damn
sleep?
it! I remember them saying this on House, it being wrong, and then I looked up what the actual answer was, and then I forgot. I forgot what the answer is.
George is. I will give you that. This is the longest recorded amount of time that a human has gone without sleep. It is contested that this is correct because they argue that he technically did go the entire time without sleep. But this we're looking for the
because I know I looked up something
time of
similar
the time
to
of the
this Google
observation
search
of the
before,
experiment.
but it was like literally when I was watching House, so that would have been like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something.
Mm.
Oh damn it!
I'm glad you at least have a chance instead of being like, "Fuck you, Ryobii, you piece of shit. Why would you make this a question?" I will accept.
I want to say 172 hours.
Okay.
But I'm
Do you know
not
how many-
going to.
What's the? Oh, okay.
Instead, okay, I'm just gonna say
No,
my
I
thought
need to
process
convert
out
to
loud.
days.
I'm gonna explain my thought process out
forget-
loud because I swear
I
on
forget what I-
House they set up these stakes that the longest time anyone had ever survived was 72 hours, and I'm like, that can't be true, and I looked it up and it wasn't true. It was way longer than that, but I don't know how much longer, and that's where I'm trying to get to. So I just basically added 100. That's that's literally where that all
That's a
came
fair
from.
guess.
I guess I'll
Like I said, it might be easier to think of it in terms of days.
okay, I'll say
My answer is I think my answer is in hours. What I wrote down, but it might be easier to think of it in terms of days, and then I'll convert for you if need be.
okay, so I guess 7 days. I actually thought it was more, but the way you're talking, I think it might be less.
Well, I'm not trying to give you hints here. I'm trying to make it easier for you math wise.
Yeah.
24 times 7. Okay. Wait, George, that was your so that's 168. So that's your original guess. Is that fine?
Well, I said 172, a little bit more than that.
Okay.
but-
Yeah, 168 is 7 days.
Yeah. I just rounded down.
that is-
I divided.
That is incorrect.
Okay. My guess was it was 4 hours more than that, but I assume that doesn't make it correct.
No.
Yeah.
RJ?
Five days.
Okay, hold on. 5. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's 120 hours?
Sure.
That's incorrect.
What was it?
Okay, so this experiment was 264 hours.
Damn, I was
264?
Bruh, my initial instinct, it wouldn't have been, I don't know if you would have given this to me, but my initial instinct was 10 days, and then I kept talking myself down. God damn it.
I wouldn't have taken, if you had said 11, I would have taken 11, but I wouldn't have taken 10.
Oh, okay, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Because it's 11 and change, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
So the whole thing is like
11 days.
some sleep
Jesus
facts.
Christ.
Some sleep facts. After, because it's like, oh, after like they're talking about the effects of sleep deprivation. It's like after 24 hours, your reaction time goes down, blah 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 blah. After 36 hours, you have other like you can get like headaches and migraines and whatever. After 72, you start to hallucinate, and basically after 72, it's all downhill. Like you cannot. It's incredibly hard to stay awake
You know,
without
we don't-
without someone keeping you awake
This is
after 72 hours.
This was on QI, so I don't know. I don't know. Like this was probably from an episode like a decade ago, so it could like have been discovered to not be true or whatever. But like according to QI, like we don't know. Like we know we have to sleep to avoid the adverse effect that like you were just talking about, but like we don't know like why we sleep.
What it actually fucking does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing of what is the longest, like we don't know how long a human can go without sleep because your body makes you
Yeah, exactly.
before you die.
It blows my fucking mind. Like
Yeah.
And that's
11 days without sleep. Just
well, RJ,
seems
that's
like,
the thing. That's what happens. That's why this was debated is because after a certain point, after 72 hours, your body will
Just
it's
shut
called like
down.
micro sleeps. You will go to sleep for like a
Half a
couple
second.
seconds and then like wake up.
Yeah.
So it's like your
I've
body
had
like
that
shuts down
before.
in bursts.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, and that's why it's debated. It's like, oh, is that technically still staying awake for that long?
I
once your body
fucking
starts to do
micro
that.
sleep after like 20 hours of being
So-
awake.
So you said the micro sleep is like 72 hours, right? So that might be where the house got the 72 hours thing to make it like a narrative story.
Yeah, it's like it's not like you
Yeah.
you can't survive. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
where
your,
house made it. It
your
was
body
like,
won't
It's a rule of thumb.
it was like
kind of-
basically
you,
like
you hallucinate
this,
and your body shuts down like for
it was like this person has this, you know, this undiagnosable disease where their body just isn't sleeping. Like they can't
Mhm.
sleep, like extreme insomnia, and then the stakes were
Yeah.
like, oh, the longest anyone's survived without sleeping is 72 hours, so you better get to work diagnosing this house or whatever. But then I looked it up and it's like that wasn't true at all.
yeah, it's not you don't spontaneously combust after 72 hours. That's not how it works.
yeah.
But it's a show, I guess.
No, it isn't.
Honestly,
Alright.
They have no
I-
excuse.
Like, what if someone made it to 14 days and they did just explode?
God smites
two
them with a
weeks is-
lightning bolt.
2 weeks is the fucking limit. Like,
I'm pretty sure when I was like a kid in like the summer playing MW2 in Georgia, like I probably did make it into the 70s hours a week. Because I would just play
For
MW2
real?
from like sundown to sunup. I would
That's insane.
play MW2. Fucking loved that game. MW2 was
Yeah, that's where they got their original data
It's
from.
insane.
They're like, all right, well,
That's
George is this kid.
yeah.
I might have
Call of
done
Duty
an
lasted this long.
I might have done an all-nighter or like 2. I
I
don't-
definitely broke 48
No
for sure.
way. There's no fucking way I could ever have done an all-nighter and stayed up late the next day. No,
Yeah, like, I'm
fucking
tired
way.
now.
Yeah.
I would legit like there's nothing I could have ever done in my entire life that would have been able to like keep me up past like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trying
something
to
you just
hunt
gotta
that
like.
need-
first nuke could. Nothing since
I
then,
would
but
need
trying to
I would
hunt
need,
that first
like-
nuke.
I would need like fucking caffeine pills, fucking
Well, I was thinking
Meth,
like
like-
gallons of soda.
soda would not do it. I would
caffeine,
like I
baby.
need hard
It's all
drugs.
about volume. You just got to get it down.
Yeah, RJ needs the good stuff.
I'm talking
Okay.
7 gallons of soda a night, RJ. You
It was
puss.
like laboratory strength caffeine pills.
Yeah. Some
Dropped
kid,
in espresso.
some kid was studying for finals and was taking caffeine pills, like just straight caffeine powder, and he OD'd on caffeine.
I believe
Damn.
it.
Yeah.
Like his heart just stopped or whatever.
Yeah.
His heart gave up.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid, especially once you get into like the powder and like the like I said, it's laboratory grade. It's not meant to be consumed.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to
I'm
just
pretty
be
sure people have done
spinning
I'm
powder.
sure people have done that just with energy drinks too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Energy drinks are horrible for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Is
Yeah.
it my turn? No, it's RJ's turn.
Yeah.
No
I
wonder
picked
it's-
bones for 400.
Bones are 400. Rattle me bones. Identify the location of the zygomatic bone. All right, so like I said, the difficulty is all over the place. This has an image component. George, would
Oh,
you mind
sorry.
pulling up the bone diagram?
Yeah.
Bones.
It is multiple choice. So once it's on screen, you'll be able to see
Oh.
letters.
A, B, C, D, or E, RJ.
Once
I
you
don't
once
know.
you
I'm
can
not
see it.
gonna be able to see it for another like
Yeah,
2
for-
We
hours.
have to. It
another
doesn't
2
matter,
minutes.
RJ. We're pressed for time. Guess.
No. Wait for the thing to pop up.
Ryobii, do you even want me to have an advantage? Like, you're not even trying to help me win. Right.
Okay. So as you can see, I just had a letter pointed. Can you read all of those, RJ?
Yeah, where is A pointed? Like, there's a shitload of bones in the skull. Where's A pointed at?
I'm
like,
not going to elaborate more than the
in the
drawing
skull in
is.
general. Okay. Cool.
Because I reasoned they are different. And if you know what the zygomatic bone is, you will know that the other ones are far enough away from each other that it couldn't be confused.
Well, A and
Yeah,
B are
that's
pretty
true.
close.
B is pointing to the base of the
Yeah.
spine.
Yeah.
Well, actually, is the base of the spine at your top of the spine or the bottom of the spine?
I think base is the bottom, like where your
Oh,
tailbone is.
base of your neck then.
Yeah, base of your skull, maybe.
That would base
I'm
of your
gonna
skull.
say A.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
A is correct.
Yes.
So that is
Damn.
functionally your cheekbone, the zygomatic bone.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna guess A or B. I hadn't landed on one.
All
Damn
right.
it.
Yeah,
Well,
I just knew
He's
it
racking
was
up
C
them
or
bone
D.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So, once again, sorry for the difficulty swing. Bones is much easier than the rest of the.
Well, to be fair, RJ just like I haven't known any of RJ's, and RJ's known the one I got. I guarantee. So
Okay.
it's less.
George,
Well,
you're
you
up.
knew this. You knew this one. You would have gotten that one.
Well, no, I was just guessing that it was one of the head ones. Like I was
Yeah.
but I didn't base that on anything.
Also guessed.
Okay, well, fair enough. Oh, I should remove this bones image. Okay, I guess I'll go DeBrain
Leave
for
it up.
100.
The brain for 100. Name the 4 lobes of the brain.
Oh, no idea. Yeah.
Oh wait, you can. Sorry, I don't know if you already removed the diagram of the bones, but you can remove that.
Name
Yeah.
all 4 lobes.
Like, is this that prefrontal cortex stuff? Like, I have no clue. Left, right, no idea. Alpha, omega. Yeah,
So
this
there's
is
the
RJ.
So the like in the. Well, it's hard to talk about it without naming one of them.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pass. I don't. Yeah. RJ.
Left, right,
RJ.
front, back.
Mm.
Wait, what'd you say?
Left, right, front, back.
Are you joking or is that your answer?
That's my answer.
No. Okay. Yeah, maybe brain might be harder than I thought. Okay, so this is the frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes.
Yeah,
What?
I did say prefrontal. I
Prefrontal
knew it
means
was
something
those,
else.
I just
Prefrontal cortex is something else.
oh
Yeah.
Well, I assume it comes from the frontal.
It's
Does it not?
maybe. I don't know.
I
It
assume
wasn't
the
one of my questions.
prefrontal
I might have.
is like
Might have.
it's
What
referencing that
fucking
frontal.
100?
This was 100. This is like the first thing they covered in like the brain diagram. It's like the 4 lobes of the brain, because then it talks about like what each one kind of controls, you know. So like occipital is
never
like
took
your,
an anatomy
visual,
class.
all your
No.
visual information gets processed in the occipital lobe.
Yeah, I never took an anatomy
temporal
class.
is like other senses. Parietal, I forget the other ones, but I knew them at one point. All right, sorry, no points for that one. RJ, you're up.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
All right, bones for 500.
Bones for 500.
All right, name the 3 bones in the inner ear. Extra 100 points if you give the scientific names. So these 3 are commonly known by like nicknames, I guess, based on what they look like. But if you tell me what their actual names are, you get more points.
Fucking drum, hammer, bell.
That is incorrect.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Really?
I mean, I
They're not
don't.
even gonna.
One of those scientific names is cochlea, I
This isn't
believe.
one that you can really like suss out. Like you either know it or you don't. So it's like,
Cochlea is not a bone. It's something. It's some snail-shaped
it's-
structure that does something else in the ear, I think.
Okay.
But it's not one of the
Never
bones.
mind, I'm
RJ, you
totally
had one
wrong.
of them correct. One of them is the hammer, the malleus, and it's anvil and stirrup.
Fuck yeah,
So
yeah.
you were close.
I've kind of heard. Like stirrup sounds right. I don't think I've ever fucking heard of anvil though.
Yeah,
I've
so
never
those
heard
three
of
work
any of
together to
this,
create the
but-
vibrate to like generate. I don't really know how it works. I just looked at the names, but yeah. I knew those at one point. They help you hear.
Wiggles that make you hear.
They
They
make
do the
you hear
wiggles that make
through
you
the
hear, yeah.
vibrations of your eardrum and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I think they translate the
I
vibrations
assumed
into
because
like
it was
nerve
called
impulses.
eardrum that one of them must be drum.
Yeah, I think because they're all inside of the eardrum, so it's like they turn those signals into the vibrations into stuff your brain can use.
All
Alright.
right.
That was RJ's turn for
Yeah.
the bone zone.
my category almost doesn't matter. I guess I'll do 100 for circulatory system.
Which one?
I don't think my score is going to change for the remainder of this. The
No, you'll get
circulatory
some.
I
system.
don't
Well-
think mine is going to change either, to be honest.
Okay, I'll say you'll probably know some, but RJ might also be the one getting the question. Sorry, did you say circulatory
Maybe.
for 100?
Like,
Yeah,
if
this
those
one
were
might just
100.
this might be the only one. I think if we are going to get any more points, it's this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the average amount of blood in an adult human?
Yeah, no idea.
No idea.
10 quarts. I don't know.
Oh
Hold
shit!
on.
Yeah, it is.
I will once again
accept.
accept a range, but I don't remember what the answer is. I didn't write
Wait,
it down.
we
I
can
didn't
give a
write it down on
range?
my notes.
1 quart to
Then-
6,000 quarts. If we can
One-
give a range.
Okay, no, I have a range. You have to pick within the range.
Oh, then 10 quarts.
10 quarts. What the fuck is that? Okay, I think I had it in milliliters.
I have no fucking clue.
Say 16
What is a quart?
quarts. I
What
don't
the fuck
know.
is a quart?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
A quart. It's a quarter gallon.
Yeah, there's
I
4 in a
believe.
gallon.
Oh my god, the English is so sorry. Okay, hold on.
So I guess-
Calculator.
So I guess 2.5 gallons is 10 quarts.
2.5 gallons.
What I said.
I'm gonna say 16 quarts, which is 4 gallons.
Yeah. So I say 2.5 gallons. RJ says 4 gallons.
Did I fucking have it in gallons?
Yeah.
1.2 to 1.5
Oh, I was right.
gallons.
Was I?
Oh
Was I right?
no, 1.2 to 1.5.
Oh, sorry.
You said 2.
You were off by a gallon.
Yeah. Well, I was off by half a gallon. Oh no! I was off by a full gallon.
Close to yeah, you're off by
Sorry.
like
I forgot what I
1.
guessed. I completely forgot what I guessed.
I had to double. Why'd you fucking give it to me in quarts? I guess
don't know.
they collect it in
I feel
pints,
like
don't they?
I
I
have
feel
no
like
clue.
I feel like I've heard blood measured.
You
in
think I
quarts
know shit,
before.
Ryobii? Stop quizzing me all the time. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
You're the one who wanted to. Actually, no. This is my fault because I had made this, and then you're like, "Oh, you should do a themed Jeopardy," and I'm like, "Fuck!" And then I had to
Did we
scrap
say
this.
you should do a themed Jeopardy.
No, we just said we were doing all.
I said, "Oh, I have a Jeopardy," and then you're like, "Oh, but we're doing like themed
For
segments. You two
last
are doing
week.
themed segments for Halloween," and then I'm just like, anatomy.
Oh,
I guess I should make
Well,
something more
I
Halloween
mean, to be
themed."
fair, we had said before, like we had said like 2 weeks before that episode was going to be the Halloween episode because it was.
Well,
the
I didn't
first.
fucking remember it at the time. Okay.
Well,
I think
how is that my
as
fault?
someone you said, you think I remember shit?
How's it my fault you don't remember shit? Remember shit.
How's it my fault you don't know shit?
Well, you should have taught
Throw
me.
your words right back at you.
You should've
you
taught
should
me.
Whose turn is it?
You should have.
Missed
You
for
should have
100.
given us.
Quarts.
You should
Oh
have
no,
been.
it's RJ's turn. It's RJ's turn. Don't listen to that.
Beforehand.
RJ, it's your turn. Pick a cat.
Misk for 1.
What substance in your synovial fluid causes your joints to pop when released?
AIDS.
That doesn't even make sense, George.
None of this
You can
makes
pop-
sense.
You can crack your knuckles. but-
We're all a bunch of bags of skin, muscle, and red water goop. None of this makes any sense. All a bunch of nonsense.
Why is George being more savage for not
Listen.
knowing things for
don't
my
know.
quiz instead of his own quiz?
I don't know. Just how it is. Like one of those questions. Why is the sky blue or something? We're not meant
Okay,
to know the
so-
answer.
These are gas bubbles in your synovial fluid, so that's the fluid in between your joints. And when you crack your joints, you
So they're
flex
gas
it
bubbles.
and
Okay.
release. Yes, they're gas bubbles in this fluid. And when it gets released by like stressing it or stretching it, that's what the pop is, and it just builds up over time. So that's why once you crack it, you can't really crack it again for a while.
Uh, uh, carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide is incorrect. All right, George, guess a gas.
Oxygen? I don't know.
It is not oxygen. It is a nitrogen gas that builds up in your joints.
My
Guys,
second
we're on
guess
the right
would have been
track.
my second guess would have been hydrogen. My third guess would have been helium. My fourth guess would have been nitrogen.
Yeah, you're just going down the periodic table. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh God, George.
No second guess.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna be 0 points. I guess DeBrain 500.
No, you have so many questions. You can't give up now.
Well, it's not even giving. I
Wait,
just
I
don't
should
know.
have gone first.
100 ones. The 100 ones were so hard. We didn't even have guesses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I guess 500 for DeBrain. Just see if I can hope he
Oh,
gets from half of
no.
it.
What is this?
Oh no. This structure plays a central role in emotional responses, particularly the fight or flight response. It also attaches emotional content to memories in order to store them clearly with few repetitions. So these are all structures in your brain.
The free.
I don't know if they're technically organs, but they're like
the prefrontal cortex.
I honestly forget what the answer is for this one, but it's not the prefrontal cortex.
Damn.
That's not the answer to any of these.
That's the only thing in the brain I know.
Hypothalamus.
It might be the thalamus. Is this the thalamus? No, I don't think it is. No, it's the amygdala. I forget what the thalamus does, but you were on the right track.
I've heard of that. Amygdala is right.
Yeah, the amygdala is specifically fear related.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that like when that's the whole like,
yeah.
Oh shit, you're in trouble. Hit the big red button that says adrenaline.
I think this is why the layman can't get their head around a lot of like scientists or sciences and things. Is because they don't call it's not like it's not like the fear center. It's the amygdala, which isn't a fucking thing that anyone says ever.
You know what they named it? They named it the amygdala because apparently there's a bean that's called amygdala or whatever, and it looks like that bean.
Yeah, they need it. The science boys need to hire me. Science boys, if you're listening, I can like you guys are. I appreciate
for fear over that. That's garbage.
I love what you guys are doing.
Let's name it after something, but let's be as obscure as possible.
I love what you guys are doing with the whole like making the world a better place through like innovation and discovery and observation and just like finding facts out of the universe that we exist in, but you suck at naming shit. And so I can be your guy.
Next time you feel like naming something, like fucking talk to like an author or something and have them name it instead.
Yeah, you guys suck.
All the fun scientists went into taxonomy and came up with stuff like a business of
really bad.
Yeah.
I already forget what the animal was. What was it? Weasel?
Parliament of Owls. Parliament of Owls is my favorite.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love it.
I like a murder of crows.
Oh, that's another good one. Pride of Lions is like
overused,
but it's also
baboons or something like that.
A what?
A congress of baboons.
Yeah. You said a caboose of baboons. I'm like, that's kind of dope.
Okay, RJ, pick a cat. Let's get this over with.
Train of baboons.
200 misc.
Let's just speed run them.
Oh God! How much faster do fingernails grow than toenails?
2. All right, next question.
Was that your turn?
No.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to word that. What do you mean? How much?
I mean,
answer the damn question, RJ.
I mean, you can do a percent, or you can do like a number, like times as fast. You could do like.
I'm gonna say 5 times faster.
Okay, 5 times is incorrect, George.
I'm gonna say 2.5 times faster.
Okay, George, you are correct. So
Really?
the estimate is 2.14, but it can vary from anywhere to 2 to 3
Fingernails-
times as fast.
Oh yay!
Fingernails at least 5 times more often than I cut my toenails.
Well, it does vary from person to person. This is the average.
Yeah.
I would say 5 seems
Extreme.
a little fast.
Yeah.
RJ, are you sure you're
slow.
not the
It might
villain
be
from
slow on the
JoJo
other
Part
one.
4?
Could be slow on the other one, like slow
I think
slow
I just
toes
don't
versus
cut my
fast
toenails
nails.
enough.
Oh, maybe that's that.
Yeah, I wait until they're like
Maybe you should cut
long,
your
long.
toenails more often.
I wait till they're them bitches is
Yeah.
getting their own.
Yeah, because
code.
fingernails get much more annoying much quicker.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm gonna
toenails get painful though. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
if you can turn into
say
velociraptor talons.
The only time my toenails have ever been
Misk
painful
for
is after
400.
I've cut them.
Misk for
I heard
400.
Misk for 400. RJ, what was your last point as that comes up?
Uh,
Hmm.
All right, name the one part of your body that blood does not provide oxygen to. So this is the one I know of. There might be some
You have veins in your
some scientist
ear.
out there who's like actually and shoves his glasses so far up his nose that goes through his skull. But yeah, I have an answer I'm looking for here.
I have
Name
one,
the one part
but
of your body
there's,
that blood does not provide oxygen to.
there's veins, but maybe they don't like veins doesn't necessarily like there could be blood there, but the blood just isn't bringing the oxygen there. But why would it do that? I'm just gonna guess my guess because I don't have another guess. I'm gonna say ears.
Well, do you want? I think of places that blood cannot get to.
Oh, okay. But the
blood
way
get
it's the
fucking
way it's
everywhere?
questioned makes it
Does-
seem like blood does get there, but oxygen the blood does not. Like it sounds like the blood is
The purpose of blood is to provide oxygen and other nutrients. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you where does blood not get to.
okay.
But the interesting thing is that it still
Did
needs
you,
that
did
part
you
of you
think
still
that
needs
too,
oxygen.
RJ? Because doesn't like the blood does not provide made it sound to me like the blood was getting there, just not doing its providing, rather than not getting there
I
altogether.
mean, it could be interpreted both ways, but
It
I'm
can
telling
be
you,
interpreted
I'm telling you it's the other way. If it's
both ways.
confusing you.
Yeah, I'm
but
just.
it's not necessarily that way. Yeah.
I see. Hmm.
It just provides color, like a flamingo. It doesn't
Yeah.
provide oxygen.
Well, I thought it might provide heat, but not oxygen, in my guess. But if you're saying blood doesn't, I know blood gets here. So, I mean, like, I feel like your blood doesn't get to your bones or your hair, but that doesn't feel like what you're looking for. Does your blood get to your hair?
I'm not going to give any more hints. I've decided.
Well, I'm more just thinking out loud than I wasn't really asking or expecting hints.
Interesting guess. Is that better?
Oh yeah.
It kind of hurt my voice to do. I'm not going to do that again.
There's definitely blood that gets to your eyes in some fashion.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm gonna. It's not really a part though. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna say. Provide oxygen too. I'm gonna just go ahead and say hair. I don't think it's it. But I don't have another
Hair is
guess.
not what I'm looking for, unfortunately.
Yeah.
RJ?
I'm gonna say lungs.
That's a good guess because it's bad when you get blood in your lungs. You
Lungs
drown.
because lungs give the oxygen, right? That like.
Oh, that's another good point.
That's
I
the
was just
oxygen
thinking. I just thought it was a good guess because
From Ryobie's hints, I think it's wrong. Because Ryobii was like, think about places blood doesn't go, but I can't think of a place in the human body.
RJ is not strictly incorrect. It's not the answer I'm looking for. RJ is not strictly incorrect in
is
that
it the heart?
blood is being provided to your lungs, and that is where the oxygen is absorbed from the air you breathe. So you could argue that it's like you're getting it from the air and not the blood itself, because the blood is coming in as deoxygenated. But you're still like that whole transition process. It's like that's
It happens in the lungs.
It happens in the lungs. It's like the lungs aren't being provided with oxygenated blood, but it's
Was my
that's still that
non-point
transfer
guess
process
right?
is
Or is that
I
was
feel like
what?
I'm technically correct.
my
Heart-
my
because
guess
heart would be provided oxygenated blood coming from the lungs.
that makes sense. Yeah. I just thought maybe it doesn't take it or something. That's the weird twist.
So
It
yeah,
could
the
have
answer
it just
here,
doesn't take it.
George mentioned eyes, but I would not accept it's part of your eyes, specifically your cornea, so that
Oh,
the outer covering of your eye
So
actually absorbs
specific.
oxygen from the air.
That's
That
so
makes sense.
specific.
Blood does get to
I
the
did
rest of your
think of
eye.
that.
So
I was literally gonna say like the outside layer of your eye
Yeah.
probably doesn't.
yeah, you said eyes. I'm like, oh, is he gonna
Oh.
connect the dots? But
Mhm.
close
And
all around.
I don't think blood gets to your hair either.
Yeah.
Your blood doesn't need blood.
Wait,
So
but that's not what the question said.
doesn't make
said
it not wrong.
doesn't get provided. It didn't say anything about needing it.
Fine, I worded the fucking question bad. That's not even this. This is clearly that's not even the word. This is the most egregious
George,
question
I
in this
think
quiz
George deserves
by a
a
long
point.
shot.
I
No,
deserve 1 point, not even 100
No.
points. I have
No.
301 points, regardless of what Ryobii says.
take away. Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
All right.
if you're just joining us,
RJ.
the screen is incorrect. George has 301 points. Just be aware. No.
Go with
Okay, be aware. Now it's off by 2 for some reason. Be aware.
yeah, we'll have to look
Great.
into that. We'll get our best tech people on it.
let's go MISC 3.
MISC for 300. What is the average length of the small intestine when stretched out? Please
Would-
give the answer in
I-
feet,
I
so I don't
feel
have
like
to do any weird
George-
conversions.
I feel like George might know this. This is something this is something I've definitely heard before. I'm gonna say it's like 26 feet.
I mean, I've definitely heard it, but I've like no way I remember.
Oh, I forgot what this is one of the ones I didn't write down. I have to click to see the answer.
Maybe
I don't remember.
maybe 18.
Or,
feet?
George, can
I
you
don't
just give
know.
a guess so
Look
I
it
can
up.
reveal it?
18 feet? I don't know.
18. And George, RJ, you said 26.
Yeah.
It's 18
wow.
feet. Nice. Okay,
Jesus,
George
damn it.
with the Stelio.
Oh yeah.
You know what, George? I'm gonna give you back your point for that one.
Oh
Back up
yeah.
to 600.
All right, be aware now, people. It's only off by 1 again.
George
think-
still 500 points off of me.
I think it can't.
of me going for MISC.
If you're a big person, I think it might be able to get up to that range. But once again, this is average of all humans. So
yeah.
maybe if you were like real big boy, it could be 25 or so.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Alright.
if you're fucking Terrare.
We're getting
Yeah.
closer to 1,000 earlier than I thought, RJ.
I hate you for reminding me of the existence of that man. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna talk about it. George, pick a category.
500
Don't-
for
I
any
don't
of
think
them.
so.
It doesn't matter. Muscles, I guess.
All right, 500 for muscles. What is the strongest muscle pound for pound? So this is amount of pressure it can exert based on its mass.
Hmm. Thumb?
Do you have a name for the thumb muscle?
No, I don't have the name for any muscles. Besides, like, the very obvious ones, but I know it's not any of those.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to accept thumb as an answer.
All right. Well, RJ?
Is it the heart?
It is not the heart for
Okay.
amount of pressure it can exert based on its mass. So this is the jaw muscle, which is called the masseter.
Oh, that was my second guess.
We
This
should have
is the-
guessed that.
It's the
That was
muscle
my
that
guess, and then I
generates
was like-
fighting force.
obvious. To be
That was my
honest.
guess because, like, that's true of, like, certain animals that I've heard that
Yeah,
before.
bite force is ridiculous.
So, yeah, I should have guessed it.
I should have guessed that.
It was
When-
literally it wasn't even my second guess. It was my first guess. I thought jaw, and then I was like, no, that's like alligators and shit like that. It's probably like thumb, because that's the unique thing about people, is that we have thumbs. And the thumb is small. That was literally my thought process.
So I just looked over at my screen, and when I was typing in numbers for my calculator, for some reason I think I have I use my keypad, and I have like my model expressions set to my keypad. So I just look over and I'm on an angry face. I don't know how long it's been like that.
Well, you
I
have
guess
been
it's
angry.
accurate.
I mean, it would
That
be
should
pretty
really be your.
accurate.
I
that
forgot
should
I
really
set
be
that
your
up to be
You
that
default.
way.
should set it back to angry face.
That should
No,
be your
no,
default
no.
for the podcast, I think.
It looks kind of janky. Yeah.
All right.
I'll set that for when I'm
Honestly, we should fucking play golf just so
Yeah.
on
Use the
stream
angry
just
face,
so
yeah.
he can have
Use
angry
it.
face the whole time.
Yeah. Damn,
Oh,
I could have
God.
taken the lead if I had gone with my first
Yeah.
instinct.
Yeah, that was close. That was you guys were
Yeah.
I'm so.
you guys
No,
had an
that was-
inkling.
That was totally guessable. I think we could have gotten
way
that.
more guessable than any of the 100s.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you got bones.
Yeah. Sorry,
It was
Bones
also
is
true
its
or
own
false,
cat.
so-
Bones
Way more
was the
guessable than
kindergarten
100 for
category.
muscles.
I
What
think
the
you guys have
was that again?
I don't even know. 500
body weight. But no, I was there was a range of percents, and it was body weight of how much of your body weight is muscle.
Shit.
Yeah,
Nobody
You guys
knows
just
that.
you guys just
Yeah,
guessed
no one
wrong on
knows
that
that.
one. That was
No one knows
that
that.
was guessable.
no, it wasn't.
No.
False.
False. Lies.
You guys are I don't know.
We're joining
guys think
forces
it's-
against you.
65% of you is muscle. Like just
RJ.
look at yourself.
Hurry up and
Brain for 400.
hurry up
I
and
mean,
guess a category. Some of us want to masturbate before bed.
maybe George is for 65%.
And by
muscle.
some of us, I mean Ryobie's VTuber. He really wants
yeah.
to jerk it.
What did you even say? 400 for muscles?
Yeah.
No, I said some of us want to jerk it before bed, but I can see where the confusion came from.
That's not a category.
Damn, that's one of the
I didn't have a
classic
jerk it
Jeopardy
category.
categories.
No, seriously, what did you say?
I said
That's on
400
every
brain.
episode of regular
Thank
Jeopardy.
you.
400 brain.
400 brain. Okay, thank you.
Listen,
George kept talking.
Ryobii, are you an idiot?
Huh?
God, where's my angry face?
Huh? 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 Huh?
What part of the brain controls autonomic vital functions such as heart rate, breathing, and sneezing?
This is my
That's the
question.
hypothalamus, right?
What'd you say?
The hypothalamus, or
I forget, honestly. George, can you guess something?
I mean, I don't have a get. You said prefrontal cortex is. I can't say the thing. And you said that thing is
Prefrontal
none
cortex
of them.
is not the answer to any of these
So,
questions.
I don't have another brain part.
Okay.
Brain the Adolf cortex.
Adolf cortex. Is the medulla oblongata.
You idiot, RJ! You didn't know that? You fucking moron.
So this is that like thing that looks like a tiny brain, like a shrunken down version of your brain that's located at the back of your skull. That's like under it.
okay, that's what I thought that's what I thought the hypothalamus was.
The hypothalamus is also around there, but I think it does something different.
Okay.
Like I said, I should have wrote down the answers to these, but I just I wrote them down in Jeopardy and then forgot everything about.
You really
if I-
should, yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew all
Even
my
making this,
facts.
even making this quiz,
Except
the way
for-
how tired I am right now and the mood I'm in right now, I wouldn't get these questions right either.
I knew all my
Oh,
my
God.
quizzes questions except for the baking ones.
George.
Yeah.
Category.
Oh, circulatory
for
system for
500.
500. Oh, fucking G.
Name the blood vessel responsible for providing
The big
oxygenated
dick
blood
energy blood vessel.
to
No,
the
that's
head,
not my
neck,
real
and
guess.
brain, and also where pulse readings are commonly taken. So you know that thing when you put your fingers up to your neck and you take a pulse. What's that called?
Yeah, I don't know the name of any arteries. I mean, I don't know the Latin names of literally anything, so this isn't specific to anatomy, but this is why I never liked science, because it's just memorizing a bunch of Latin shit that I don't care about. The
Are bones Latin? I know muscles are Latin.
I assume.
It's probably all Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Most science
Except for the
based
fucking bean.
shit.
Except for the amygdala, exactly.
I'm gonna say the Igernatius vessel.
Is
That
this the jugular
incorrect.
vein?
Is jugular vein your guess?
Yes.
RJ, unfortunately, it is as George had stated, this is an artery because it's providing oxygenated blood. Veins
Whatever.
carry deoxygenated blood, so this is the carotid artery.
Fuck the carotid. Yeah, I couldn't think of the carotid.
Jugular is the one coming down from your brain.
Yeah.
and neck. So you were both kind of right. George had artery, and RJ had the name of something else in that area.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Close.
A blood, an actual name of something
Of a blood
that-
vessel, yeah.
of a blood vessel in the same area. It's
I mean,
just
yeah, that's got the whole
one
like go
going
for
the other direction.
yeah.
Yeah, but I said inner.
He said artery, so George had half of it.
So suck it.
Who is more right, really, if you think about it? All right,
Me.
George, pick
Me. 100%.
RJ, pick a
He
category.
didn't even say one of the words that was in there. He said 2 wrong words.
I could have been
I-
right.
I
This
said
is
one
an
of the
existing
words.
a real blood
Something
vessel.
that was
He was-
real.
He was 0% right, and I was
Something that was
50%.
real.
A fictional artery.
He was 0% right. I was 50% right. You do the math.
Oh God.
Christ.
We'll have to let the
The
scholars
brain,
decide. We'll have to let the
300.
viewers choose who is more right.
Hypothalamus.
Comment down below who is more right, George or RJ. God, pick a category.
He did.
Whose
The
turn is it?
brain 300.
It's like you don't even listen to him when he screams inane
I don't, because you're
nonsense.
talking.
He's screaming. Screaming Trump's talking.
Yeah, when he screams, his mic cuts him out. He does it to himself.
Yeah, true.
What is the thick bundle of nerve fibers that connects and sends signals between the two hemispheres of the brain?
The hypothalamus.
Is that your yes?
Yes.
You know it's not the hypothalamus.
The Mariana Trench.
I only know that the hypothalamus is part of the brain.
The Mariana Trench. Is that
You
even-
know that's not right either.
I don't know. You want? I can say prefrontal cortex again, but I don't think it's gonna be it. I don't think the result's gonna change, Ryobii. I know one part of the brain, and I don't even know what it does.
This is the corpus callosum. So you guys remember that thing where like
What are you on about? The corpus callosum.
you know that you guys remember that story where there's like the guy who was having seizures all the
No.
time and then he like
No.
saw his brain in
No.
half, so he stops having seizures and he has like a major personality swap.
No.
Not
No.
really.
Yeah, that's the
No.
corpus
That
callosum is like the
sounds
thing that they
like
cut in
one
half.
of 100 different random medical tales I've heard.
I mean, there's like that's like a famous one, and then there's like the Phineas Gage one where he gets like the bar through his frontal lobe, and he also has a personality shift.
Yeah, I've heard of Phineas Gage.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yeah, just like stab different parts of the brain and see what happens, and you'll learn something about yourself.
Basically, what they do in Supernatural to hack into the angels.
Okay, George, pick something else.
Guess their passwords.
It doesn't matter. One
something
of the
else that-
400s, just on
that
the
they're
off
both gonna
chance.
get.
I'm gonna say muscles then. Muscles for
That
400
works.
is what George has decided. Identify the gastra. Oh, I forgot to spell it. So that's supposed to be gastrocnemius. I think there's a C after the O.
I can actually do this.
This is another multiple choice.
George can do this too. Oh
No,
no,
I
this
can't.
is so easy. No!
Can you pull up the muscle
I'm
diagram?
going to
I did.
lose.
I already have.
Okay.
You're just behind.
Well, I guess you can see it, but and you're also guessing, so I guess you can tell me what the letter
yeah, I have no
is.
clue.
So A,
Yes.
B, C, and D. So A is in the neck, B is in the arm. I forget where I have C. I think C is pointing to the abs, or like I'm trying to give non-scientific names for it. D
leg-
is
the
in the
leg.
butt, and E is in the leg.
I'll just say C. I don't know.
C is
Hells yeah.
incorrect.
Hells yeah. It's E, baby. It's
Oh,
E.
Yeah.
RJ is correct. It is E.
This
so
is the only muscle I know.
So this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
this is the if you look at your calves and how it's like kind of bulging out, that's the gastrocnemius. That's
Yeah.
your big buff calf muscle. So that's the calf muscle
Yeah.
on the outside.
Mm.
There's another one I think in there called the soleus, but that's like not visible. That's closer to your bone.
Mm.
So yeah, when you're showing off your calves to
I
ladies.
also know the
it's
gluteus
gastrocnemius.
maximus. I also know the gluteus
I
maximus.
didn't pick the gluteus maximus on purpose. I thought that was too easy. Or
Mm.
bicep. Bicep is also too easy.
Those could have been one of like the 100s. easy is what 100
I don't
is
know.
supposed
I
to be.
mean,
100 isn't supposed to be a challenge. It's supposed to be like, what's the third letter of the fucking alphabet?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Ooh.
And then
I was-
500 is like, what's the third
Pick a
letter?
category,
of,
RJ,
like,
we're gonna be here till midnight.
after coming up with these, after just like reading a crap ton about these categories, like difficulty kind of just goes out the window. Like I have no idea what's hard anymore.
Yeah, that's why when I was
I'm
making
gonna go for
mine,
brain for
that's why I
200.
started from like a
And
base of
is
like.
it the hypothalamus?
Please one at a
That's-
time talk.
That's why when I was making mine, like I started from a base of like facts I already knew up to like 300. Like 300 being what I thought were like obscure facts I knew,
Mm.
and then 100 being ones that are like, oh, I think like I would guess like almost most people know that kind of a thing. That's just kind of
I'm gonna go
what
brain
I did.
to brain for 200, and I'm guessing hypothalamus.
This structure, positioned at the rear of the brainstem, coordinates sensations with responses from our muscles, enabling
Sounds like
most
the
of our
hypothalamus
voluntary
to me, baby.
movements and helping maintain
Sounds like the
balanced
prefrontal
posture.
cortex to me, baby.
I don't think it's the prefrontal cortex, and I don't think it's the hypothalamus. You guys gonna
Prefrontal
guess
cortex.
anything else?
Prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal.
All right, this
That
is the
is the only
cerebellum.
person. Oh,
Oh,
I've heard of that. I actually have heard of that.
Wait, what the fuck am I
cerebellum.
talking about? Oh wait, I confused this with some other bullshit.
Oh, no wonder
So
we
this
heard
is the
of
thing
it,
that looks like a
because it's
tiny
wrong.
brain. What did I say was tiny brain?
The
Mago
Medulla
dumb-
oblongata. That's not right.
the
That
medulla
medulla oblongata is
oblongata.
below your cerebellum.
But
This is
either
like
way,
part
it's
of
not the hyper
spinal cord
clamp
almost.
us my balls or whatever RJ was saying.
No, there was no hypothalamus. I
400
almost
for
picked as a.
circulatory system.
I guess I should have picked hypothalamus as a category, but I just
No,
happened
you
to pick other
shouldn't have.
things.
RJ's already winning by like 700.
Yeah, but not through any merit of his own. Let's be fair.
That's not true. He knew more bones
No,
than
I
I did.
knew gastroc.
You knew gastrocnemius, yeah. I'll give you
Yeah,
that
and
one.
I didn't. Yeah, he definitely knew slightly more than I did.
Fully
I knew
muscle,
0%,
know.
and RJ knew 5%.
Yeah. No, I honestly, the way I George based this like
together we're gonna hit 1,000 or 2,000. I mean,
maybe.
yeah,
George.
George-
We're closer to 2,000 than we are 1,000. So that's almost double of what I expected us to get.
Oh no! When I was guessing, I was saying we would each get 1,000. So
No, I was thinking we'd get 1,000 total together.
oh, so my guess is proving to be way more on the money. I'm continuing my
Sounds
oracle
right,
streak
yeah.
from last week. I've become the oracle of the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Warren Buffett is called the Oracle from Omaha. I'm the Oracle from 3HAWT1.
From YouTube.
From Utah. Okay. 400 for circulatory for
Utah
Al
is a place.
system.
Sorry.
Please.
300?
No, 400.
400 circulatory.
Are you trying to fucking bust my ball?
Name the blood vessel responsible for providing oxygenated blood to the hand that runs distally
The
on the
yellow
anterior
brick-
part of the forearm and is also where pulse readings are commonly taken. So this is when you take your fingers and you put them on your wrist and take your pulse. What is that blood vessel? I'll give
Yeah.
you a hint. Oxygenated blood. You know what that is. You should both get at least 50% on this one. And just to clarify, that whole quoted bit, distally on the anterior part of the forearm, it's your thumb side. Your thumb side is where the thing is. That's where you put your fingers to take your pulse.
The yellow brick road artery.
Well, you're
George,
50%
you are 50% right.
Oh yeah.
It is an artery.
I don't know. I feel like yellow brick and road each count for
No.
another part, so he's only 25% right.
No.
Actually, he's because of all the additional letters he's introduced, he's actually lowered the percent that he's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ah, then yes, he's
Like the
less
percent
right.
of words he got right were 25%.
Percent of letters, yeah, is definitely too high.
Yeah, but if you're viewing the answer as a composition of two parts, being the
Brick
artery
and yellow
No.
brick road and artery.
the name of the either what's the other one even called? The artery or the other one, or and then that word, either artery or the other one that begins with V.
The
Vein?
Vein. That's the other one. Thank you.
How did you not what?
It's okay.
So like
it's okay. I
50%
forgive
of your
you.
answer is the name of whatever vein or artery, and then 50% of your answer is that fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I still hit the 50%.
Well, no,
right?
because you had three full words that were wrong.
Yeah, I'm not saying as a percentage of words. I'm saying as a
RJ,
percentage
please
of
guess.
parts of the answer, which is what
It's
I
an
said when
artery.
I
Please
started
guess
saying this.
Please guess an artery. What's the artery that's on the thumb side of your wrist that you put your fingers on and take your pulse from?
Can't think of an artery other than the carotid.
Say the cheese artery. Cheese artery. Cheese
Thumb
artery.
side.
Say
If
provolone.
I gave you one hint, I'm sure you would get it. But I think that'd be unfair to George.
Yeah, I don't think you can give a hint to the Steeler.
Well, you didn't try.
Well,
And honestly, I don't think this hint would help you
Is
based
it
on
the
how this has gone.
arm-wise? Is it the
I still
arm-wise
think
artery?
in a fair contest, you would just give the hint to both
Through
and,
the
and
arm
let
artery?
the hint.
No,
either
I know
work or not
that's
work.
why I'm not. But I'm saying I don't
Yeah.
think it would have helped George.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will not for competitive integrity.
Yeah, I think that's best.
The phalange artery?
It is not the phalange artery.
Isn't the phalange a
So
bone?
this is the radial artery because that is it runs
Radial!
along your
Yep,
radius, that bone in your wrist.
Oh, that's what that's
Radius.
called?
And the other one is so thumb side, radius, radial artery. Other
Okay.
side, ulnar artery. All right. Unfortunately, no points for that one.
Oh yeah.
How long have we been going? It feels like we've been going for 5 hours.
2 hours and 16 minutes.
35 now.
Please hurry.
I have been blocking as well, but I have also been encouraging speed.
RJ,
As bad as this is, this is super funny.
RJ, I swear to God,
My
every
back
time
hurts.
I hear you say a category in a number, but for whatever reason, how it comes across, it's unintelligible. Either someone else is talking or the mic slightly cuts it off. I know you're telling me, and I'm sorry I keep not hearing you, but what did you say?
Oh, no. I hadn't said anything yet because I'm only just now seeing the board.
Okay.
Let's go muscles for 3.
Largest muscle in the human body based on mass.
Based
I
on
have a guess.
I know what the largest.
Oh, I have
Is
a
it the
second
heart?
guess. No,
Say
not
your
based
final
on
guess.
mass. No way, it's the heart.
No. Yeah. The pectoral.
Are we
that was my
counting
guess.
heart? Are we counting heart as his answer?
No,
that is
no,
annoying because pectorals was my guess. So I'm gonna be extra peeved because I'm the one who convinced him. But
You know what, George? I'll pity you. Heart and
Yay.
pectorals are not correct.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. Can I have my second guess then? Wait, no. Then I lost
No,
my guess.
yeah, I know. I'm saying that both of RJ's guesses were wrong if we're not counting heart as his actual guess.
Okay.
So, or George, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Then I bet this is also wrong, but gluteus maximus was my other
It
guess.
is the gluteus maximus.
Oh, I was right.
I bamboozled you. It was an answer.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice, dope. I was
I
thinking
lied.
the gluteus maximus, but then I was like, I think the pectorals are like slightly bigger.
yeah, that was my thought
I
process
guess
too.
not.
Yeah,
Now think of all the dummy thick people of the world.
yeah.
I think of all the bodybuilders who look like they have fucking like double D tits.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it's multiple.
There's a lot
Maybe it's
more.
multiple
There's a lot
muscles
more girls with like insane bubble butts than there are freakish ape-like.
Well, no, I don't
bodybuilders.
think this is a case
Yeah,
of
but
on
most of those
average. I
bubble
think
butts are, like,
this is
fatty
pretty
tits,
universal.
though.
Well, no, it can't be because some people their pecs are bigger, and some people their biceps are bigger.
Maybe the thing is mass specifically. Even
Well, it doesn't matter. You can change
even
your
despite how it
mass.
looks, it weighs more.
Well, you can change the mass of certain muscles by working them out more than others.
I don't know, George. That's just what I found
Might just be
out
like
when I
I know.
researched
I'm
this.
not
average.
calling you out or anything or saying anything. I'm just having a
maybe
discussion
in
with
some
RJ.
people, but I'm saying in most cases,
Okay, but what I'm saying
everybody
is
uses their legs.
I think the fact that you got was an average, and I agree with that average. The I mean, that's why I guessed it. That makes sense. But like some bodybuilders, you can just see visually that their arms are gonna weigh like because they just they do steroids and all they do is curls, and it's like their arm is like this big, but they have little chicken legs. It's like obviously that bicep is gonna weigh more than their butt in that really extreme example. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything against you or your question or anything. I wasn't trying to call you out or anything. But anyway, is that my category? Circulatory system.
Yeah, I
for
believe it's
300.
George's turn.
Yeah, circulatory system for 300.
Points? You didn't give him his points.
Yeah, I did. I was at 600.
Yeah, he's at
pretty sure.
900.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was at
600.
900.
I thought I went 600.
No, he is at 600. I gave it to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with Ryobii. on the
I did not hear what category you picked though.
Circulatory system for 300.
All right, name the 4 main components of blood.
Oxygen.
No.
Damn.
Try again. This is not. I'm not counting that. Components, as in like, not chemical, like composition. Like
pieces.
what is blood made of? The stuff floating in it. What is it?
Yeah, I don't know. My best guess would have just been oxygen, then hydrogen because of water, and then I was gonna guess 2 other random ones, but I don't have a guess if that's the format.
You're thinking of it like a solution. I'm looking for like the. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the
Anatomy of
word.
blood.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That was my only shot. if that's not it, like I know one component, then it's water, and I don't even know if that's necessarily true.
RJ, what do you got?
Plates, platelets, cells, and water.
What was the first thing you said?
Plates. And then platelets. Smaller plates.
Oh, RJ, you're pretty close. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to accept that as an answer. Correct answer. So platelets. Yep, those are the things that help you like coagulate when you get cut. The fluid part, which is mostly water, but is not strictly water. That's plasma, and then red blood cells and white blood cells.
Oh, okay.
So cells, I would have needed more specific than that.
Red and white blood cells.
But plates was not even remotely a thing.
Yeah.
Especially, you platelets, yes, but no plates. All right.
Muscles?
RJ, I think it's your turn.
Sorry.
I'll go with muscles.
How many muscles in the human body? Once again, I will accept a range.
I don't.
No, I'm sorry. I will accept within a range.
This
I will have you both
not
guess.
a fun fact I've ever heard.
I would guess less than bones, but I'm not even sure. Maybe more. I don't even know.
I'll give you a hint. It's more than bones.
Oh.
It's a lot of small ones. There's maybe less fusing happens.
Interesting.
Say 630.
630.
I was gonna say 445 for some reason.
Okay, so are you locking in 600 and what? Sorry, what was it? 600 what?
And 630.
All right, George, what is your estimate?
445.
All right, it is about 600, and my estimate was within 50, so RJ gets the points for that one.
Wow.
630.
Nice guess.
That's about 600.
Yeah.
Good read, RJ.
I never would have gotten it if Ryobii didn't tell us it was more than bones.
Well,
what would you have said without that?
I don't know.
1 per bone. 206.
I would have said
Infants have more.
I was
They're
gonna guess
fucking jacked.
145, and then I guessed 445 personally.
I might have guessed an even 100.
So that would have been closer.
God damn. George, go. End our suffering.
Yeah, I don't. These are like the ventricles or whatever, but I have no idea other than that.
You're close.
Yeah.
Can you specify?
No, like that. That's what I was saying. That's the extent of my knowledge. Is
Okay.
The word ventricles.
That's part of it.
So I will say the word. Ventricle 1, 2, 3, and 4.
All right. Unfortunately, I can't
Four
accept that as a
chambers
Wait,
correct
no,
of
can
the
I
answer.
heart.
wait? Since I know I'm wrong, I want to change my answer. I'm gonna say the Hufflepuff
No.
ventricle, the
RJ,
Slytherin,
cut him off.
Ravenclaw.
The aorta, the ventricle,
Oh, ventricle is one of them.
The-
I thought they were all like blank ventricles. I see.
the
Areola
um.
and
No.
and the clitoris.
No.
Fun
I
fact
definitely
about the,
avoid. I did not make a reproductive category.
Fun fact about the clitoris.
That's too bad. You should have had reproductive as a category.
Fun fact about the clitoris. It's the only.
Genuinely speaking, you should have had reproductive as a category.
Fun
Genuinely
fact,
speaking,
Fun fact
absolutely
about,
not.
about the clitoris. It's the only organ, if it's an organ. It's the only, I think it's an organ. It's the only organ purely designed, like, whose only purpose is pleasure. In
Doesn't
either
really sound like you know what it is, George.
well, I think it's an organ. I believe it's an organ, but whatever it is, it's the only part of the body on
I
male
believe
or
it's something
or-
that exists.
Yeah, it definitely is something that exists, but it's the only body
Yeah.
part on the male or female that was that's only purpose is pleasure.
No, I can't think of the other two. I'm done.
Unfortunately, we were looking. So
Was I right about the two? I guess.
no, not really. Ventricle. So it's left and right ventricle and left.
I
and
knew there was
right,
multiple. I knew there was multiple
Atria is the other
ventricles.
one.
Atria. Okay.
Because I remember people saying ventricles. Like I remember that being
Yeah.
a third.
Yes,
a
there are
third
two.
thing. Yeah,
And there are two atria.
yeah, that makes sense.
So
What
the
is
way
the aorta?
the aorta is the blood vessel, one of the blood vessels taking oxygenated blood away from your heart.
Again, I will say again, this is why
is
no one
connected
ever
to
remembers this
one of
stuff
the
besides
atria, I think.
scientists. It's because it's like basically a fucking puzzle to like figure out what any of this shit is.
No, yeah, not to give a little bit of a peek behind the scenes here. When George said he made his questions based on stuff he already knew, I was like, damn, I should have done that, because the way I made this question was I knew all of these things except for the miscellaneous category. I knew all of these things at one point. That one point was when I was studying it years ago. I don't remember any of this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I remember some of it, but
yeah. No, but I get what you're saying.
I should have based more on what I had already. Well, that's the thing. That's the other thing. I'm god awful at trivia, so I don't know what's common sense. Common sense is subjective.
Yeah, that is true. It's all like
I'm of the opinion that there's no real such thing as common sense.
There's not.
yeah.
I have
no.
studied. I have studied that exact question, and there's not. Common sense is based on your collective experiences and what sort of
Yeah,
environment.
because it's going to be
you've lived in.
hugely based on geography and culture
Exactly,
and religion and all these millions of different factors.
You can't assume somebody has the same
Like-
experiences that
like-
you do.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone has different life
Tons of people
experiences.
say, "Well, that's common sense," and I'm like I
Common
could
sense for
absolutely
you.
see someone not fucking knowing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Harry Potter shit.
yeah, or
You
like
go to,
sitcom
like,
stuff. Like it was
you go to
honestly hard for me to do
China.
the sitcom stuff because I'm like the yogurt one. I'm like, oh well, they're gonna know that from memes and stuff. Like I think 300 was
absolutely
too
not.
easy. Like nope. So it's like
Yeah, it's like if
But
you
see,
have
I
come
think I
across
was
it, it's
vaguely
shoo-in,
aware of
but-
the yogurt through like memes and like just general osmosis, but like there's no way I could have pinpointed it.
yeah.
Like at most, I would have seen a meme that was like a caption of the show that included a scene where he was eating yogurt.
Yeah.
And it never have. I don't think I've ever seen a scene pointing out that he's eating yogurt.
Well, there are like big like story arcs where he like everyone gets bribed and like his by this new captain, and his bribe is like a fridge for his yogurt, and like like there are like parts of certain episodes that are like solely about Terry's yogurt obsession.
Hey,
So
yogurt's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a yogurt recommendation for our next rec.
Oh
I wanted
yeah,
to throw
yogurt tier list. I actually do.
So do you think we'll be able to finish House of the Dragon for next episode?
If
I
we
have
wanted to
2
commit
episodes
to it,
left.
if we wanted to commit to it, I could. but we
I
have
have
to
2
commit
episodes
to it
left.
right
I
now.
can't.
Sure, I can.
Okay, so do we want
you're
to
not-
commit to it?
We don't have to.
I don't think
RJ, how
so.
far are you?
I'm either
I would honestly rather not commit to
I'm
it.
somewhere
I would rather
between
not
2 and
either.
3 episodes then.
Okay, cool. So we're not.
You're
doing
2 and
it.
3. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not honestly, that's the surefire way to not enjoy a show.
Is to rush
Is being
through
like
it.
forced to watch it
Yeah.
on a schedule.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. So we'll delay that.
And also to
or maybe
directly
even
compare
cancel
it to the book it's based off of.
Yeah.
Rip
Fire
my
and Blood's so
enjoyment
good
of
though.
Fire and Blood is really good.
RJ, you're gonna remember
I've been
characters.
I've been listening to it and I'm like it's weird that they started. It's weird that they did the Dance of the Dragons and not Aegon's Conquest. IMO.
Mm.
It's weird that they started like so deep into the story. Because they started with Aegon's Conquest. If they started with Aegon's Conquest, they could have fucking peeled the show out until the end of
until the heat death of the universe, yeah.
well, no, until the end of the Blood and Fire book, but they started like 2/3 of the way through Blood and Fire. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to. I'm not sure it's meant. I'm not really sure what the end point is. I'm not sure how many seasons they're actually going to make about the show. But honestly, this is stuff I wanted to bring up. Like this is topics I wanted to bring up.
The end point is going to be the end
I think,
of.
I think it's
only
only
the
one season.
I think we should probably save this too until in case we actually.
And also
for
some reason this is our longest episode.
Yeah,
for absolutely no reason. I'm
so
tired.
For a good reason. We played 2 games of Jeopardy on it.
I'm proposing a ban on Jeopardy for like the at least the rest of the year.
I mean, we already talked about that. It's like the same with brackets. I feel like we have like an unspoken like 2-month at least ban on brackets. It's like after you do an oops all episode, it's kind of like you get burnt
Jeopardy,
out.
I think Jeopardy especially. We need to ban it for at least 2 months, and then it's also on parole for the rest of the year. Like we have to be really like.
Well, 2 months is the rest of the year.
We have to be. That's true. We have to be like for the next it's like on parole for the next like 3 months.
Yeah.
For another 3 months on top.
Oh God. Yeah.
I mean, we do kind of like just. I feel like lean a little, like it's for like an obvious reason. We kind of lean on the quiz because they're quizzes because like quiz games because they're like easy to prep and stuff. But I think we should. We
should do smaller quiz games.
I think we should just take a break, a small break.
Big.
We should just
From
take
quiz games in general.
Yeah.
Maybe lean more into the podcast and discussion.
Because we have been riffing like for 15 or so minutes since finishing the game. So I think like,
and I'm already
honestly,
in a better mood.
This could have ended at like a reasonable time. So I don't think it's like the length is the problem. I think like Jeopardy, just like because it's what five times 5, it's like 25 questions just back to back to back, and with 2 of them it's 50. It's like 50 just trivia questions back to back to back. It gets like
this is probably our worst episode ever. probably
I don't think
the episode that we collectively put the most work into.
No.
That's not true. The
episode, definitely George's
2 things wrong there.
Crime one.
The worst episode for me is still the Doors tier list, personally. And the second thing is the thing that took me the most amount of time was the Lizzie Borden episode.
Yeah, I like the true crime bit. I'm excited for George's next installment of that.
That might be next week if I have enough time, but it'd probably be the week after.
Was Ryobie's thing as work intensive enough to be overall more work intensive than 2 Jeopardies put together? I can't remember what Ryobie's thing was when you did the Lizzie Borden episode.
Probably nothing important because I don't remember it.
Well, that is a good.
Probably
question.
Nothing good.
Now I have to know, so I can't end the show.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
God, this is no. I the funniest thing was
it's definitely one of the like creating a Jeopardy is like a pretty big undertaking.
It didn't take me that much time.
Done one.
Beyond
Really?
Oh,
that.
it's work for sure.
It didn't take me that much time, but to me, like, I was just writing down facts I knew about these categories. Like, I think, like, starting from, like I said earlier, like, starting from a place of, like, facts you already know, it's a lot easier because you're just writing facts that you already know versus, like, doing research.
Yeah.
His segment might have been, yeah, it was Guess That Dish. So that was probably a lot of work, too, that episode. I'd imagine.
It was
Maybe.
what? What was the segment?
Guess That Dish. Where you had a bunch of dishes and me and RJ had to guess them. Another
Yeah, it was
quiz
less
game.
questions, but I felt like I had to put some effort into it. It's probably on par with Jeopardy
Interesting.
because that was like more like
definitely
visual,
the highest effort episode.
higher production value, but like but
But it
less
was a good,
questions.
but it was a good
Yeah.
episode as opposed to this one, which was fairly high effort and
Too much salt, too much
Yeah, it's too
I just wanted to bring
dense
this up.
is the problem. Like there isn't
Yeah,
enough
it's like
room to
way too
riff.
dense.
There's no
Yeah.
room to riff at all. Is the problem.
It's like
I think we're gonna get some good like clips out of just like
being frustrated.
I don't think so.
being frustrated.
This is gonna
I
be
don't know.
this is gonna be the hardest one to find
I was
clips, I
laughing
think.
a lot. I was
Yeah,
laughing.
but there were
a
some
lot.
funny moments. I think there will be some clips, but yeah,
Oh
it's
my God.
gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel by the end of the.
Yeah, maybe not
Luckily,
one every day.
We've got some overlap from last week because we had such a good episode. So
I also think a lot of the clips will be like a lot of the parts where we were laughing and might have made good clips are essentially the same joke where George and I repeatedly just completely not knowing the answer, then laughing when you finally tell us what the actual fucking answer is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But okay, so I want to implore like a challenge on us for the next like I don't know few episodes at least. Like
I'm not up to any challenges.
It's an easy it's do less challenge, so you certainly are. No quiz segments for like the next few episodes.
It's do
Okay.
that, so you'll kill it.
Yeah, you'll fucking own this,
You're
RJ.
terrible at
Can
doing
I
things.
make a request then?
Yes.
Can we get more short stories of some flavor? Because that was a lot of fun, and I'm not burned. Maybe it's too early to do it again. I don't want to burn it out like we do whenever we find something we remotely enjoy. We just hug it and do it to death.
We do oops all short stories.
No, we can't do it.
Let's stop doing oops all.
This was actually an
title. Yeah, good.
This was actually a bad idea.
It's a poor execution.
This for Jeopardy specifically. This is a bad idea. This is actually an oops.
I think that you guys have actually. This was the worst episode.
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was. I'd have
We're
to go
all
back
at
and
least
check.
considering it. We're all at least considering it.
Bottom 5 for sure. We've only done 14.
Yeah. For sure, bottom 5. Well, that would be a fun tier list. Would just
It's
be
still
ranking our
going. We're at
episodes so
2
far.
hours and 40 minutes almost.
Yeah,
We're making it worse.
The next time we do a tier list, we tier list our own episodes.
No.
I'm actually coming around on this episode now because of what's happening right now.
Because you won't shut it off. We keep talking because we didn't get to riff it all throughout the episode, so we banked it all up.
Oh, it's pent up riff. It's pent up
rage. God damn it. We could have been doing this the entire time and we fucking tortured ourselves.
2 Jeopardies.
With high school anatomy. What's wrong with us? Why did we think this was a good
Last week
idea?
and we're like, yeah, that was a little long, but you know what we should do? We should do 2 of them next week.
Yeah, we should go fucking
That was long and it didn't
25
go
minutes
well.
over.
Let's do 2 of them next time. Oh.
We're collectively have the intelligence of a business of I want to say meerkats. No, it's ferrets. We collectively have the intelligence of a business of ferrets.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, at least we have that.
Oh my god.
we have that challenge for ourselves. Let's try to go a month no quizzes.
quiz segments. Quiz segments are banned.
Yeah, they're done.
Questions are banned. Knowledge is banned.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't even be a form. No, no, I want to do true crime, so we're not
I
gonna go that far.
I can't do facts anymore. I have to-
Yeah.
You didn't
No
do a
facts.
fact today either, RJ.
Yeah,
I
he
did.
Wait, no, you
fact.
did.
He
You
did. He
did.
did
You
the
didn't do one.
states.
Did you? I don't think
I
you
I
did
did
one
did
that
that
last
one
week.
last week.
Yeah, my mistake.
Oh, I gotta add the song to the playlists.
Oh,
Oh, nice. All right, can you turn the stream off?
Yeah, we really should. Okay. Thanks for no one stopped by, and we understand why, but if you did, thanks.
I
Check us
don't
out every
blame you.
Thursday.
Oh God.
Oh, good night.
Good night.